Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
How's it going?
Good.
All right.
Welcome to the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast, episode number 39.
39.
Give it, Zonner. Come on.
Damn it. You know that I thought we were on 40,
Really?
so I found the real word and everything. So we're on El Tres. Nueve.
Nueve.
Damn it, I even looked up the real word, man.
Well-
Zonner's almost bilingual. Basically, he's not at all. So,
Close enough.
running bit we've had going for a long time. Anyways, this is the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast, episode number 39. We talk all things video games. Whatever's new, whatever's popping, and a lot of retro stuff because we grew up in the retro era of different ages. I'm Matt Rojas, a.k.a. the Dread Pirate. With me, we actually changed up the whole setup, and it's throwing Zonner off.
It's throwing us all out. We're all kind of, this is not normal.
It's not normal,
what's
but we
going on?
think it's going to work the best for production value.
In the middle.
With no jeans in the middle. Really, because you need that much space for his beard. So
Yeah.
we didn't want to nobody puts his beard in a corner.
Found out that the
Anyway.
beard was causing the echo.
Beard
whole
was causing the echo the
It
whole
just goes in
time.
here and goes.
Yeah,
comes out the
it
other
just,
side.
yeah. Anyways, I'm Matt Rojas, a.k.a. the Dread Pirate. With me on the left, in the middle, his new spot.
I'm Ate Rojas, also known as No Jeans.
No jinx.
Wow.
Freaking
Yes.
Robert.
I
even gave him
was not
time.
ready.
Everything's
Like,
off, guys.
I was
gave him
testing
time.
things.
all right. And next to him, on his left,
Jason Zahn, also known as the Zonner.
Doner.
I don't know about that.
and
I like that.
I like it. It's
I like
good.
it a lot.
I like it. And on the production side, turning knobs, switching dials, all of
Yeah.
that.
Switching
Pushing
dials.
buttons.
Pushing
Switching
buttons,
those dials,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Every once in a while, those dials need to be switched.
Sorry, switching toggles maybe.
There we
We'll
go.
go with
That's
that.
better. Okay.
On the production side, looking fly in his PSX
Dude, I wear this every week now. I just
exclusive
realized. I love it though.
sweatshirt.
At least you're consistent.
We
love
have
Robert Link or Rob Dog, 1991.
Rob Dog, 1991.
Oh,
You know what we
yeah.
should have back
Hey,
here?
we got that one right.
Yeah, you did.
'Cause
Round
we're
of
in, we're in
applause.
sync.
We
You're
should have the
not.
switches, like in
Backstreet
Jurassic
Boys are
Park.
No
better.
strings attached.
Son of a-
Do you guys remember that scene from Jurassic Park where that guy has to flip all those switches and his arms hanging there?
No.
Yes, I do.
Remember,
don't
he goes
remember that.
in there and he's like
Yes.
flipping all the electrical
And
switches, and she finds him and
goes
his
in
arms
there and
hanging.
She says, "Oh, Mister,
Oh,
whatever." and it's his
Yeah,
arm.
that's what we
Yeah,
need.
yeah,
Can I get one of
yeah.
those panels for the wall with all those switches and stuff? I can act like I'm really trying to not get killed by raptors.
If you don't know how this podcast works, it is a fully interactive podcast.
Try to
You can speak to us in the chat if you're listening to this in the future on SoundCloud or iTunes at Casual Misfits Gaming. You cannot, but you can send us DMs and get on the show that way.
Woohoo. That's how Chris got here.
Right now, the chat is blowing up a little bit. Claw says that CMG Exlorian is banned. That's right. He's not at the forefront right now.
Sorry.
But we have his voice. You can probably hear him right now. Say hi, Exlorian.
It's like I'm the Wizard of Oz, or don't open the curtain.
Don't look at the Exlorian behind the curtain. Anyways, Claw says, speaking of Discord, no jeans check. Or speaking of Jurassic Park, no jeans check Discord. Anyways, we like to start the show off with how our weeks have been and what games we have been playing. So I'm going to go to No Jeans because he's on his phone not paying attention.
No, you told me to check
I know.
Discord.
I know. That's why I'm doing it to you.
Okay.
How's your week been?
It's a puppet with what's his name?
Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Dr. Ian Malcolm. I want that puppet. That's amazing. Anyways,
I've seen that, yeah.
how was your week? What games have you been playing?
My week was good. It was busy. Yesterday, Preston, Dana Point, and then Murrieta. That was cool.
For anybody not in California, those are all places in California that are kind of
An hour away from each
an
other.
hour away from each other.
Let's see. What have I been playing? Heroes of the Storm.
I've been playing that a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's
Yeah.
it's a basic MOBA, but
Yeah. The thing that's not basic about it is those objectives.
Yeah.
I found. Oh, we can talk about it when we talk about our game night, though. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
Let's see, what else? I haven't had much time this week to play, so mainly that. Did some Hearthstone.
All right.
And I did some Brawlhalla.
Brawlhalla. I haven't touched weeks. I need to get back in.
Dang.
What's
I
wrong
know.
with you?
Come on, Matt.
PUBG.
Oh yeah, PUBG.
PUBG.
PUBG's been my life, and then you guys got me into Heroes of the Storm. So like, itching to play that too. So
I need to build my computer.
Yeah, you do.
yeah, you do.
Here is a PUBG.
Heroes of PUBG. That's what I've been playing. Anyways, no. Donner.
I have not been playing Brawlhalla either, but week was busy.
Yeah.
Tuesday, drove to Vegas and back
Wow.
for business, so I did that.
In one day,
Yeah, I left about 4 in the morning.
like 8 hours of drive.
Yeah, I
plus.
got back at about 9 at night, and then Wednesday had to go do some stuff in San Diego. Thursday had to fly out to Texas. Flew into San Antonio, drove to a little town called Rockport, which was where Hurricane Harvey smashed into it when it hit landfall.
Mhm.
And remember how it hit and it stayed at one place for like 3 days?
Yeah.
That's where it was.
So bad luck for those guys.
You want to talk about
That's
devastation, man.
horrible.
That what's amazing is the town, the people in there, as if nothing happened.
Even though around them,
around them it's destruction and
'Cause
devastation.
You survive something that devastating. It's like there's so much other things you could be worried about that they're just living life now and happy.
I guess I'll tell you
Gotta
what.
be.
As I'm driving in on the highway, literally on the side of the road,
Yeah.
$80,000 to $100,000 boats broke in half. I mean,
That's insane.
in like
Titanic.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly like that. It was crazy. It was really crazy. As far as gaming, I have finished Final Fantasy 15.
Nice.
Really? How'd you like it?
I love it. I mean, absolutely love it. Like one of my favorite games in the last few years.
Okay, would you change your game of the year? For
Not
last
even.
year?
Well, it wasn't from that year anyway. It was the year before.
Oh, it was the year
2016.
before. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
But even that being said, no. I mean, Horizon's really something special. But so is that Final Fantasy.
Okay.
It's so good that I finished it. I've already put in like another 5 hours since I finished it, going back and going and doing the,
Oh, that's cool.
because it gives you that option to go back and try to level up and do
Yeah.
all the quests and whatnot. So that's
like a
been
new game plus kind of thing.
yeah. Then I was playing because you guys keep guilting me and telling me I need to finish it.
Which one?
Which,
The
yeah.
freaking Battlefront.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh man, that game's garbage.
What?
When I say garbage, I mean absolute garbage. I feel like I'm playing a game on the original Xbox, first of all, and you know it has that feel. You know, the way the players
I don't think there's
move and-
anything wrong with that feel.
Okay, well, anyways, then I'll say this. So I did what I got to the points where you said you start playing through as
yeah.
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 So those are good and those are fun. I
Yeah.
like those. Once again, though, kind of felt like I was playing the Phantom Menace on PS1, which I like that game. But
I liked the old school feel where it feels like a basic. You're playing for the story and basic gameplay.
Okay,
I was
so
not
that's-
mad at that.
That's great. So I did that, but every time I cannot stand
Okay.
that. What's her name? Iden.
Versio.
Versio.
Iden Versio. Yeah.
Character is horrible.
What?
Character is absolutely horrible. I cannot stand her. I'm like,
I think she's one of the greatest Star Wars characters they've made up in this like.
oh wow, I'm missing something. Then I don't know what's wrong with
I
me.
think
because-
Snoke's better.
What?
I think Snoke's a better character than, honest.
Well, Snoke is a good character.
Yeah, Snoke's
But he
pretty
wasn't
good.
just made up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so a character I think is much better than the Iden Versio, and like this wouldn't be a recent character, is Jar Jar Binks.
No.
That's what I think of Iden
You could not
Versio.
do Battlefront.
Wow.
That's what I think
Wow.
of Iden Versio. I cannot. The game.
All right.
I'm like, and then, god damn, how many flying missions do you have to have?
It's Star Wars.
It's Star
I hate
Wars.
those, but no, you don't have to have it that often. I mean, I don't like it. The game.
All right, Claw.
It's not fun.
We're gonna need your band hammer.
It's just not fun. I don't understand it. Maybe I'll come back to because honestly, I know I'm close to the end. I'm not even gonna finish. It's like because I'm playing it. I'm at the point now. If I'm playing a game and I'm not enjoying myself, I'm just not. But I've been trying to get through that game, and it just doesn't feel good.
I couldn't stop playing that game. I beat it in a day. I couldn't stop playing. Wow.
See, I get that when I play the Injustice games when those come out with their
See?
stories. I love those
Yeah.
stories.
That just lets everybody know here that we're all gonna have strong opinions on games, but video games are subjective.
absolutely subjective.
So
Although the whole game with Jar Jar Binks sounds kind of funny.
the whole what whole game? What?
The Battlefront 2 with
Oh.
Jar Jar Binks sounds hilarious.
The whole putting Iden Versio below Jar Jar Binks though is
It's the Jar
I
Jar
don't know if
Binks.
that can be said. I
Not
feel
to
like that was
mention-
crossing a line.
Not to mention, she has no convictions, but I'm not going to spoil it.
She
Came from the Empire.
Damn it.
This is
If you haven't played the first 2 levels yet,
All
I'm
right.
sorry, but man.
Anyways.
Excuse me, first 3.
Oh, my
Brah.
bad. My bad.
Anyways, Robert, we got to get through this quickly. We've been spending too much time. Robert, what games have you been playing? How was your week?
Played a lot of Smite. Good week though. Played a lot of Smite.
Okay.
Dokkan Battle, the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle game on my phone. Playing a lot of that.
Okay.
Good time waster. We played some Heroes, and I played some Prey.
Nice.
And that's
new one?
That's about it. Yeah,
How
yeah.
do you like the new one?
I got through the first level. It's cool. I mean,
'Cause
I think it
Explorian-
looks
on
pretty.
PC?
Yeah,
It's pretty, huh?
it's pretty.
And
I
Explorian
heard
loved
that
it.
about that.
It's
that
really
game is
pretty, yeah,
really
like,
pretty.
That's the one thing that I love about my PC is every game I play is really pretty. So I can't really base it on that anymore. Look at Ate's face. I'm sorry, Ate. But yeah, I can't really base it on just pretty anymore. So I got to play into it and see if I actually like it.
You know,
All right.
You know, and going to how the week went real quick. I told you I was on the airplane.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick story about on the airplane. So I sit next to this couple. Let me tell you, I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
I was flying Southwest.
Okay.
You should see the horror in people's face when I'm walking down that aisle. God, don't let him sit next to me. God, don't let him sit next to me. I mean, the horror, it's beautiful. So anyways, I'm going down there, and it was crazy. I'm in one of the last getting on, and it was an aisle seat. How nobody took it, and it was next to these 2 people. I guess that's why they were trying to give them their privacy.
Yeah.
I need leg room.
Yeah.
So I take the aisle seat, and I'm sitting there, and I got my Switch, and we end up talking a little bit, and these people, they don't really game much. They're mid to late 30s.
Okay.
So I get them to play snipper clips on the airplane.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I get them to play snipper clips.
that's a good intro.
It is a great. They were having a blast. I mean, a blast. They
Wow.
were doing nothing, and they're like, the guy's house we're going to. He has this game. I know what we're doing tonight. That's what they're saying. But okay, so they're doing this, playing snipper clips, and I said, start at level 1 so that way you guys can, see how to do it. And they do. They get it. It takes a while, of course, to get through that first level and understand how you have to snippety snip.
Yeah.
When they get to the levels, like, where you have to move the balls or whatever.
Okay.
For some reason, they decide we don't need to cut anymore. So they're literally moving the ball, like moving super slow across, like next to each other. As it moves, this one moves a little forward. And but they accomplished it. It would just take 5 minutes, but,
That's a way to do it.
Yeah, but it's fun to watch people that haven't been exposed to gaming in a while.
Yeah.
They don't think outside the box.
What?
They're not really good at thinking outside the box.
Well, no,
Yeah,
that is
but-
actually thinking outside the box because we know this is the right way to do it, and they're like,
Well,
we're gonna find a different way to do it. So
So, yeah, that is a good comment there. But anyways, we're not going to mention that. So,
wow, Claude, we can't say that comment. I would love to, but we
Steve.
can't.
anyways, but yeah, so something I watching them do that, it really reinforced and really made me remember how important Nintendo is to the gaming landscape. Even though I hardly play mine at all, the Nintendos, I hardly use them at all. But man, Nintendo is important in our
You-
overall
They-
Hold
ecosystem
on.
of video
We're
games.
going to talk about all of this in our nitty gritty.
Oh,
So-
okay. I didn't even know that.
That actually would have been a good story for the nitty gritty. But anyways, we're going to touch on that because
Okay.
we have a lot of thoughts in that regard, along that vein, actually.
Okay.
Anyways, games I played Heroes of the Storm. That was our game night. I played some PUBG. No winner, chicken dinner. Unfortunately. But I play on PC, so it's not Xbox where it's easy. We're gonna talk about that too. Anyways.
Oh yeah, we are. Oh yeah.
Let's see. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't play honestly much of anything. Trivia crack on my phone. There you go.
How come everybody's playing that game?
Yeah, that's
Because it's just fun. It's
I
just
mean-
it's a turn-based trivia game. Whatever.
apparently Michael's getting destroyed at it. But anyway, that's
He's not getting this. He actually beat me like 5 times in a row.
what?
But it's interesting because like
Has that one been around for a long time?
for a couple of years, yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to play the hell out of that.
And
game.
like you can, and the thing is like you got to get 3 answers correct,
Yeah.
and then you can answer the crown
yeah,
question.
that game's great.
But then some people can get lucky, like Michael's getting lucky in like a few games where you get like 2 of the crowns in a row, and like bah, and so it's like
It's a great game.
It's a fun
that
game,
is
though,
a great
yeah.
game. I love that game. I love that game.
Anyways,
Thank you for the sub, mini girl, for 2 months.
let's get into it. We like to go jump from what we've done in our weeks into This week in gaming news, there's
Twiggin.
Twiggin.
See, that
There's-
one I like of yours. Twiggin.
Twiggin.
There's some fun stuff that's happening this week. We're going to open it up with something that we are all pretty dang excited for, at least this side of the production. I don't know how Robert feels on that side, but I know over here we're
Wow.
stoked.
This guy.
I just don't know. I don't know your thoughts on it.
Wow. All right.
God of War is coming out this year,
Yeah.
and they just announced the God of War Collector's Edition.
Which I'm getting.
Yeah, that's already bored. You already pre-ordered it too?
Oh, I
bought
already
it.
pre-ordered it before they had the
No, but the collector's one. Have you went back in there?
No, I'll go back there today.
Hurry up, man! You don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
That thing looks sick.
This thing, do we have pictures of it? No, we're doing the video
We
right
will.
now. That game just looks cool.
Okay,
Yes.
I read. Speaking of God of War, I read the extensive article about it in Game Informer. I was on an airplane
Yeah.
Yeah.
at time. You know what's crazy is the way they're talking about it. I swear this to me because I put a lot of time into Bloodborne.
Mhm.
I swear this is God of War mixed with a Bloodborne light. Like not the difficulty, but the style. And the way everything they're describing, I'm like, wait, this is like Bloodborne.
Well,
The interactions and
I mean, Bloodborne's like a harder God of War. I mean, God of War came out first. They basically just took that same formula and upped it.
well, you know, I know, but the Souls they have a whole. Have you played any of the Souls games or any of that? It's
No.
a completely different
Okay.
style. It's like, to be honest, I like. All right, so I'm very excited. Just like you guys know how
Yeah.
much I love God of War.
Of course.
I'm very worried about this one. I really am
Why?
because I love the old formula so much. As far as the storytelling goes, I
Yeah.
think this is going to blow away anything we've done.
I'm with you. I'm a little apprehensive about them maybe adding too much because that was what was good about it. Awesome cutscenes, cool basic mechanics. You had your sequence fights, your
Quick time events.
quick time events, cool weapons, powers, whatever. And it was just they just upped the difficulty here or there. It does seem like they're adding a lot more mechanics. Like, okay, now you can skin a deer, and you're hunting or whatever. Like, it does seem like they're going a little more in depth, and I hope that it doesn't take away from the game that I love. Which
I'm pretty sure that it won't. Santa Monica's too.
yeah, I'm gonna give them the full benefit of the doubt.
Absolutely.
But if it does happen, I'm
That's
gonna
funny
go,
though. We have kind of the same concerns, especially after I read that article.
Yeah.
All right, and I understand in some games, and I love it in some games. We have to put crafting in every game, and they are putting it apparently in.
Yeah, I don't
With the
think it
whole
needs
room.
to be in.
Yeah. So they're saying that and the armor and whatnot, and you realize you're going to be able to level up
Your son.
your son.
Yeah.
So you can level up your son.
Time to level up, boy.
Yeah, but here's one thing I'm very
Now
thankful
you can
for.
wash the dishes.
One thing I'm very thankful for is they put huge emphasis on the son not turning this game into an escort mission.
Good.
Because I don't mind an escort mission here
Yeah,
and
because
there,
the son actually does stuff, and
and he does stuff based on what you want him to
yeah,
do.
like he'll attack, he'll distract, he'll do things. He's
Uh-huh.
not. He's not in like.
Sit down and do your homework, damn it.
Well, it's not like in the first Uncharted. What's her name?
Chloe.
Chloe.
No, not Chloe. Not Chloe.
Elena.
Elena.
Yeah.
She never did anything in the game. She was always just there, and you.
That was in the first one. Yeah.
Yeah,
She was better in the second one.
She got better,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
not like that. Like.
I feel you. Well, let's talk about what's in the pack. Even if this game sucks, which we know it won't, but worst case scenario, this game is absolute garbage and disappoints us in every way. We know in the collector's pack, you're at least going to get things you like, right? We have, I'll get back to the article, the full God of War game, obviously, a 9-inch Kratos and Atreus statue by Gentle Giant. If you guys can see on the screen, if you're listening to this later, sorry, we have stuff on the green screen behind us that the viewers watching, or if you watch later on YouTube, Casual Misfits Gaming, you can see it behind us. This statue is awesome. It looks like he has, is that a mace? Or is that the axe? That's the axe, right? And
yeah, classic axe shield.
shield. His son Atreus is there with a bow and arrow.
He must have leveled that up.
This he must have
No.
known. Yeah.
Have you heard about the shield in the game?
No.
It's like Captain America shield.
Yeah, except it expands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude,
That's cool.
there's a lot.
There's a
Good.
lot. Okay.
Go
I don't
ahead,
even want to
keep
know
going.
much more about the game because I just want to play.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, that's
Um,
good. Then I'll keep that.
So you got the which is what everybody really wants. You know, it's like the Horizon Zero Dawn, statue. Everybody wanted that. So this thing looks cool.
The rest of us.
You got the steel book case, a 2-inch Holdra Brothers carvings, which are on the left side right there, right?
Oh yeah.
The
They're like little
little
keychains.
and then you have
I think they're die cast too, right?
Oh, that's
I think
cool.
they're carvings.
They're die cast.
I don't know, an exclusive lithograph, a cloth map. That's pretty cool. It's not a piece of paper.
Oh, look, it looks like a map too. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's awesome.
not.
Yeah.
But
Oh, like
it's
an old
not
style
just,
map.
Exactly.
Like-
Yeah.
It's on cloth. Yeah, that map is.
I feel like I just said this. Are we the ones paying attention to this
You know, it's a good
podcast
map.
right
It's
now?
on cloth. It's a cloth map.
No, like
So they
I
got
mean,
a cloth map. Oh, they got a map. But you know what's cool about it? It's cloth.
No,
No,
but I mean, like old style.
Like-
old style.
like the old
Yeah.
shipping
Yeah.
maps. It
Yes.
looks like or old stuff like that.
That'd be awesome to hang up in your man cave or
Or
your
in
woman
here.
cave or your
Or in our studio.
or in our studio. Yeah.
Where my man cave is
Your house?
my living room.
You have a man cave.
No, my house.
You have a
That's
man
my room.
your gaming room.
That's my game room. But
That's
if
a man
I have
cave,
to have a
yeah.
That
man
is
cave,
the
it's whole
definition of a
house.
man cave. Oh
It's
my
the house.
gosh.
That's a man
It,
cave.
it has doors that closes you off from everybody else.
Yes, doors
The
that
whole
close you off,
house.
and you have all of your. I noticed that there's a Gears of War Lancer hung up in there and not in your living room. That's the point, though. That's a man cave.
Wow.
No, that's a
Anyways.
game room.
Anyways, okay, you can call it a gaming room. We'll say your game room. Put it up in your gaming room.
Sure.
You also have the Stonemason's ring, which is.
My God.
Oh, yeah, there's so much stuff in here. It's on the left side. Hopefully you guys can see it. Then you've got the Mirror. Is that how you pronounce it? Mirror head talking keychain.
Sounds like Thor's hammer.
So that won't get
mispronounced.
annoying in your pocket at all. Sounds cool. And then, okay, so
So we can see those little guys better.
okay, I just realized it. The brother carvings were the ones on the right. Those two little brothers on the right.
Oh, okay.
And there's a 2-inch horse and troll carving on the left. That's what we should have been. You should have been pointing them out like that. There we go.
Well, I mean, I moved it so it looks better and you can
Yeah.
see everything. But yeah.
Then you got digital content because that wasn't enough. You got Defender of the Chosen Shield, which hopefully you can unlock in the game, right?
Okay, so there's a bunch of this stuff. Have you got to the digital stuff yet? Because some of this I think might be the.
I just said
These-
digital.
Oh,
Going to the digital right now.
Digital content, Defender of the Chosen Shield. Is that something that we can unlock if you don't get the pack? You don't
Don't
get
know.
the exclusive.
I mean,
any of that.
How did Horizon Zero Dawn do? Because we got the special like armor and all that. I
Yeah.
don't know if you can get that in the game.
I don't know. Anyways, but Death Vows armor set, Exile Guardian shield. So you get 2 shields. Oh, now this is cool.
Watch out, 2 shields.
And this is actually incredibly cool because I didn't realize he was doing the comic, and I'm a big fan of theirs. God of War digital comic number 0 by Dark Horse, and we know Dark Horse does comics well.
Did you guys ever read the first God of War comics?
I didn't.
The series of 5.
I didn't know.
Good.
I'll bring them in.
Okay. Yeah.
But
And then-
they better just look exactly the same way after you read them as they do before and put
I
back
am
in the
so very damn
plastic
careful with
sleeve.
comics.
Yeah, that's
If
all I'm
anybody
saying.
touches mine, they start. I'm like,
Yeah, there are no creases.
Yeah, no creases.
I'll say, where's page 7? Oh, God. It's just
You also get the God of War digital mini art book by Dark Horse, and then a dynamic theme. So a lot in this. Did they announce a price? I don't believe they
There's probably like
did. Wait,
50 or
yes, coming out June 30th for $150. That's
Oh,
actually
what?
not bad for a collector's
wow,
edition.
for all the stuff
I
that's
was
in it,
so
too.
shocked when I saw the price.
Wow.
Wow,
all right.
that's
was like-
actually well worth.
I
Usually
was
those are like
really
$300 packs.
Yeah.
I wish the Titanfall collector's edition cost that much.
Well,
Or it costs that little.
Well, didn't we
Uh,
see Ate at PSX,
Oh.
the God of War statue itself was like $300-400 just for one
That
statue?
was a different statue.
It was
And
nice.
that's the older one, right?
No, that was a kind of like how the you have the Horizon Zero Dawn statue,
Mhm.
classic. That one's like a bit taller and it's like thick, flat, like actually put together.
going back to the man cave topic, Floss says he prefers the term unisex cave. And Elasno's calling you
So
out. Says,
British of him.
please, Zoner has a total man cave and just got new recliners for it.
Like
So-
I said, a
Dang.
cave is where the cavemen lived, and they owned the entire cave.
Don't you own your house?
Okay.
It is my house.
There you go.
Would be my cave. I'm with Ate on this.
All right, your
Your
man
man house.
sub cave. It's like
Unisex house.
your man
It's my
man
game
wing.
room.
All right,
The man cave.
And it looks like the monster followed us. Thank you for the follow.
thanks,
Yes.
Mon
And,
Monsteer.
hey, if we
Monsteer.
could just put out there, we have an announcement coming up in a few minutes. If people
Yeah.
are just jumping in, we'll get to it in a few minutes regarding the Mexico City. It's a pretty special thing
Let's
we're
drop
doing here.
that just before Nitty Gritty.
Okay, yeah,
just so
we'll
we
do
don't
that.
ruin any flow. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was a last minute announcement. Anyways, yeah, thanks for the follow, Monsteer. There was a little happy face.
And the last play says, "Is this the future of television?
Not only is this, but we
We are the
future of television.
Right.
CMG is the future of television. So you heard it here first. Anyways, we can move on from that. Everybody, at least I know 2/3 of this table has already bought that collector's edition.
Oh yeah.
Moving on, the Duke controller, which we talked about last week, mixed reviews from everybody here. I'm excited. I love the Duke controller. Worked
Talking
for
about this
me.
again.
You're the one that said we should talk about it.
Okay, so there's a good reason too, because there's been a lot of articles about it since CES.
Okay.
About people talking about this controller or this controller.
There you go.
Robert,
this
that's your
controller,
cue.
This controller.
This controller.
There we go.
Okay. So, anyways, what I want to talk about mostly is
Look
because
how
I
much
wasn't
bigger
here
it is.
last week.
It's like the size of the Xbox itself. That's
It's not
crazy.
actually that big.
It's crazy how they did
not
it.
Well,
actual
actually,
size.
it is that big. The
Oh,
reason I
God.
want to talk about it is I made a comment in the comments last week. I feel this controller could change esports altogether, because I remember when I used to bitch, because I remember I didn't care much for this controller at the time at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then you showed me why it's good.
Yeah.
And what that is you would use this part
Yeah,
of your thumb for this joystick, and then you still had all this. Okay, if these modern players are playing
doing
with that
claw.
claw and all
Yeah.
that,
technique. Yeah.
can you imagine what they can do with this?
That's why I was
They
so
wouldn't have
good
to
at Halo.
claw.
I would not revert from that controller.
That's what I'm saying. I could see this thing being a big deal. This controller could be something, because, like I said, I remember, and I remember I never really got used to it playing that way. I think because so much PS2, played so much PS2,
Yeah.
but seeing and watching when you would play and how you would do
Yeah.
basically two things at once.
Yeah, you basically
You're doing two things at
Yep.
once.
There's so much more
This thing,
maneuverability,
I think, is going to be a
and
big deal.
I actually hated when the S came out. When the S came out, I said, "This
I
is the
remember that.
worst. This
And
is
I
the
loved it.
yeah." And everybody was like, "I'm like, I would not deviate from my Duke. I would not."
Okay, what I don't know about this, because I haven't seen it yet, and it's kind of, is there room for my memory card in the top?
See, I said that last
No,
week. and
there's
then
no
people-
there's no memory card.
Uh,
so. Anyways,
Sorry,
but
Ate.
And you know that the
I had to be
Xbox
here.
thing, the logo,
Mhm.
I had heard after people went to CES. Remember how it was kind of that
the
red?
raised,
Jewel.
yeah,
That's like a LED screen that it
that's cool though.
puts it on.
That's
That's
cool.
awesome.
I like the other way better.
I get it.
That'd be kind of cool if it give you like notifications. If you got an achievement or something, wait to the controller or something.
Party
Or-
invites.
Your party invites, something like that. So you can see what it is. Without having to go to the menu.
Yeah. So what the reason we brought it back up, and as you know, we always get on rabbit trails, and that was a rabbit trail. Seamus Blackley, which is the co-founder of Xbox,
He actually made it.
made
He
this.
made
This
the
was
Xbox.
he's so stoked that this is coming back, and he was a big part of bringing it back. And he got, he put a tweet out. I'll read it. The new Duke controller is available at the end of March for $69.99, and what a wonderful moment! Thank you, Xbox P3, which is
Phil Spencer.
Bill Spencer, the head of Xbox, and thank you, Hyperkin.
And then
And then he got the blessing. It's not going to show it to me. It should have been the top one. Where? Oh, from Phil Spencer responded back almost immediately. Thank you for being such a force behind making this happen. Cool to see this coming out. And Seamus responded, yeah, I was also stunned to see how many people are super nostalgic for it. I proposed a remake, and got almost 750,000 responses, and I literally had people threaten to hurt me over it back at launch. But I love that the pain from that can translate to something good now. I love it. I'm excited, and it's awesome to see that Phil Spencer's on board bringing it back. And, a little shout out from him.
Honestly, what has Phil Spencer done wrong since he took over?
Not much.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's he's a gamer.
He's a gamer.
That's what it is. He's a gamer. I mean, he always does what's.
Whenever you have a gamer at the front, yeah, you have to be corporate. You have to be able to be political. Whenever you have an actual gamer at the head of a gaming company, it's going to be better.
But you realize that the reason we never had that before, for the most part, and why it wasn't there, is because games, when they first came out, they were marketed to kids. All those kids now are my age. And this is the age when people are starting to, when they take over these companies. So, yeah, Phil Spencer, I think he's a couple years older than me, but he grew up with the games. Before him, how many of them really grew up?
Yeah, but Xbox was built on the foundation of this is for the gamers. Like, Xbox was built on that. We're making something to... Not a Nintendo for the kids. We're making a...
That's right. We're
for
making... mature audience.
Yeah.
I'll definitely agree with that.
So, they went away from that, and it's good to see they're going back. I think Phil Spencer's great.
I do, too.
So, that's awesome, in my opinion. Well, let me check the chat, make sure that we don't need
He says that he canceled Scalebound. So I think... And killed Lionhead. Okay, so...
Did he kill Lionhead? I thought that was pre him.
No, Lionhead was after right when he just came in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now, Molyneux was already gone from Lionhead when it was canceled.
Got it.
So what happened pre was Molyneux leaving.
Yeah.
And then he did it. Now, however, let me say this. Scalebound, I had no anticipation on that, so I don't think that was a bad thing.
There you go.
And that was a money one. And then, like I said, Lionhead, once again, I never... got into him, and I'm going to go back and give it a shot one of these days. I never played. I tried getting into the Fables and didn't. I hear I should try Fable 2 first. Is that
no?
Fable 1 because I have them all.
Yeah. I
Fable
love
1.
the Fable series. Fable 1 and 2 were the best. Fable 3 was really good.
Remember,
but
I wasn't into RPGs yet.
You weren't.
I wasn't into RPGs yet at that time. So
then you'll like it. Then.
You will.
Okay,
I think you'll love it. And we're actually going to talk about Fable later, so we can actually bring that up later. Anyways, moving on. There is a new trailer for the Harry Potter RPG. This is a mobile game, so I know you both are going to cringe, but it is a mobile game by Portkey Games. And the trailer is actually running behind us. If you're watching,
Talking about the
WB Studios.
This is a WB Studios game.
2 consoles.
No, they haven't released a trailer for that one yet.
No, not a trailer, but they were talking about.
Yeah, they're talking. Yeah, this
they're
one.
putting time and money into.
And they're putting a lot of time and money into this one too for a overall user experience where you can take classes and you can learn spells and it's all mobile and there's a community element where you can play your friends in duels and different things. And this has the full backing of the WB Studios, and J.K. Rowling's going to be heavily involved. I know a lot of people that aren't necessarily gamers on my news feed blowing up about this. Everybody's posting this trailer.
That's what I was going to ask because I know the Harry Potter, the whole
huge following. Yeah,
it does. It's still. I will say this: you go to Universal Studios, either one, Florida or here in California, anytime. Mm-hmm. You're not getting on that thing in less than an hour.
Yeah,
I don't care when you go. It is a wait, and worth the wait. By the way, one of the most amazing rides I've ever been on.
Shout out to our uncle who, not this uncle, but our other uncle who designed that ride.
Yep.
And you know it's here, right? California.
Well, yeah, no, I've been there. I was there before it opened.
Okay.
I was at the one in Florida before I was out here.
Yes, so was I. I went there a few times first. I would say that it was basically the best ride I'd ever been on until Avatar.
So
Winnie Girl is asking if this is like the original Pottermore.
No, it's more interactive than the original Pottermore.
Do you think they'll integrate it?
It's gonna have elements. It's gonna have elements of like the new Pottermore, but it's actually a game, and it's actually meant to be an RPG with online elements, not an MMO RPG, but definitely an RPG with. We just lost Chris.
Well, he's angry. Didn't you hear that?
Claude wants to know how many uncles do you have? A lot. We're Mexican and Catholic.
Yeah, so
we're not Catholic, but our family is Catholic.
Yeah,
so
that's going to happen.
yeah, it just happens. Robert's really quiet back there. Hey, buddy, how you doing back there?
Good.
I mean, Jesus, I know on our side, and this is, by the way, this is just first.
Yeah.
You have 5 aunts and uncles on this side. Then how many do you have on the other side?
We have 6. We have 6 aunts, and they all are married.
No.
Well, one's not anymore, but they're
You have 6? He has 6 sisters?
6 sisters. Yeah.
And it's tough to get all their names straight, right?
Yeah, there's the Maria.
The first names are all Maria.
Yeah, so you guys have 11
Yeah.
aunts and uncles. And those aren't even the extended aunts
Those
and
aren't
uncles.
even the extended.
That's
yeah.
just that's what happens when you come from 2 Catholic families.
Yep.
It's gonna happen like that.
Anyways, so thoughts about this game? I love mobile games. You guys know that. Is this something that you guys are excited to download on your phone and delve a little bit into a mobile game when you guys don't normally do it?
Well, I mean, it's Harry Potter, so I'll probably just try it out.
Yeah.
But I try playing mobile games, and I'll play them for about, and then I just stop playing.
Yeah.
And every few months, I might try something else.
Okay.
But I don't do mobile gaming all the time. Compared to real gaming.
Well, it's real gaming, but it doesn't
Yeah.
compare to a
Full size.
yeah, a couple $100 just made for gaming handheld or a console. So I get what you guys are saying, but I enjoy the mobile gaming.
All right. What do we got next?
Hold on, Robert, thoughts on it?
I mean, it's cool, but the preview makes it look, I don't know, just sloppy in my opinion. But I need to see it. I need
Well,
to
it's
play
also
it.
for a phone too. I mean,
Yeah, but phones have come a long ways, so it's interesting. So we'll see. I'm not.
definitely
I have
has
nothing to say
that,
about it yet.
has that Telltale look to it.
Yeah, it has that, and that's why I thought they were kind of going for that style. I don't think they're going high graphics as much as they're going, quality of gameplay. Hopefully,
Yeah, but we'll see.
immersive.
Hopefully
yeah.
hopefully it's better than
What's next?
the initial
All right.
preview.
There is supposedly. Hold on. I think it's more than supposedly, actually. Yes, it actually is. A new Fable game is in the works, and it is
Coming to the PS4.
yes, coming to the no. I actually wouldn't want to play Fable on the PS4. That's an Xbox game through and through for me.
Yeah.
And it's by the developer Playground Games, which is the developer of Forza Horizon 3, all those Horizon games. And as opposed to the Fable Legends that was shut down, it's going to be a full game, because that was more of a motion controlled Fable. It just wasn't going.
Well, no, it was more of a team type thing. But
Yeah,
so this is
yeah.
going back to the roots, single player RPG.
going back to the roots.
Well, Fable 3 had co-op too.
Fable 3 had co-op, yeah,
To an extent.
to an extent. It was
Yeah.
like, okay, there's that little weird bubble,
Yeah.
and they can kind of join. You had to find them, and then I don't think you could do much with it though. It wasn't
No,
like
it was like trading.
yeah, you could
and
trade and everything, but they couldn't really jump in your game as much.
I wonder if they'll add an actual co-op, full co-op.
That's okay. I honestly don't care about co-op in this game. I just loved playing that game, and it was just my own little world. And you don't know what Fable is. It's kind of the light side versus dark side decisions. The more bad you go, you start getting horns and fire scorched earth
Okay.
as you're running trails behind you. As you become more good, you get more glowy and angelic, and the stories are just really cool, and they're always tied in together. When you're playing Fable 2, you find all these artifacts that talk about things that you did in Fable 1, and really, really just a fun RPG, honestly. I don't know if any of you guys played it.
I did. Claw saying Fable 2 is the one with the bubbles. Fable 3 is full co-op.
Oh, I don't even remember.
I remember playing with Kyle on Fable 3.
I believe you. I don't. I play those games by myself, so I didn't even remember.
Because Fable was it Fable 3 the one you can like buy like a bunch of houses like that?
Yeah, Fable 3, you could buy houses, you could become a blacksmith, you
Mhm.
could and really, hone your skills and buy whole towns, and you could either be a horrible person and like
Raise the rent.
raise the rent and kick them all out and everything, or you could make it a really nice town and everything. So
Yeah. Alas, now you can become a Satan essentially.
essentially, yeah, basically,
Like you
But,
actually turn like red and
you get red
Chaotic
eyes.
dimension.
yeah.
What was that, Robert?
What is it? Chaotic evil?
Chaotic evil. There you go. Did you ever play the Fable games, Robert?
No, I did not.
You're very quiet back there.
Sorry, I don't have much to say about today's
Okay, no
podcast.
worries,
I
no
haven't
worries.
played those games. I'm not super interested in a lot of this stuff, but it's okay.
All right,
Alrighty.
man. All right, no worries.
Well, I never had an original Xbox,
That's
so the
true.
controller never really has anything for me. I'd never played God
Dude,
of
I
War.
would love to see you try to handle it.
I've never played some of the stuff coming
you can't
up. So
handle
yeah.
the Duke.
He can't.
I get it. No, I get it. But I love the Fable series, so it's good to now. What's interesting about that is, what's his name?
Nice.
Co-creator Fable, Simon Carter, told Eurogamer he has slightly mixed feelings, and I agree because that game has such a feel. Ozzy, you know the feel.
Yeah.
It's that. Go ahead.
It's like if you took Harry Potter and Skyrim and put them together. It
Yeah,
has
I
an
could
open
kinda
world
say that,
like
yeah.
Skyrim thing, but it has like the like fantastic like Harry Potter magical.
It's a very fantastical feel, and like it's very like old timey like bards and
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
and it just and the soundtrack. It just you always feel
like Hearthstone.
yeah, it has that Hearthstone kind of feel.
Yeah.
Open worlds, fantastical. And you're gonna and so what I'll read what he says first. He says, on the one hand, it's great for the UK games industry, and very pleasing that Fable isn't dead. Indeed, it will be lovely to play. Play one as a punter without coming out in hives. On the other hand, it is a little curious to get rid of the team that is uniquely expert in making Fable and then try to make Fable. Fable is a weird game and a tough one to deconstruct for a new team. That said, the team in question is very talented, and I'm sure they'll do a fantastic job. I don't think he actually meant that last sentence, but but he was being
It's more like
he was doing
we'll see what happens.
yeah, he'll do the political thing. I agree with him. Lionhead has a special place in my heart as a studio, and they created a atmosphere and a game that feel is not in any other game. So what do you go ahead?
That's small on you though.
Yeah,
That was
that's-
because
that's-
it was
yeah.
100% because of him. That dude, I don't know if you've ever seen him getting interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those like crazy geniuses.
Yes.
That's what he's like. He does not think like a normal person.
Yeah.
He's, which is why I feel he had the success he had is because like he doesn't believe in limits.
That's what you should do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's just, but like in his mind, like they're not there, and then you see him get frustrated when they hit those. The man's brilliant. That's
Yeah.
So that's why.
He is brilliant. So I agree. This game coming back for me, I'm super stoked for. At the same time, it is something that's a little scary to me. I have a lot of hesitation on this and somebody else taking up this banner because that is a game you better not screw up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
For me, I'm like one of the few times I'm actually kind of excited about, bit of apprehensive. I mean,
Monte's always apprehensive.
that's
why
true.
he said this is one of the.
That's
few
true.
times
It's very
that-
valid.
Yeah. So I mean, because I liked the Fable series.
Yeah.
And I haven't played it in a long time, so.
Speaking of apprehension,
Huh?
maybe the next topic will be just Ate's feel.
I'm worried about the next one because I think he's going to hit the transition, and then all of a sudden,
It's gonna be a whole different Ate. Real quick.
no, because people are going to get upset because
Hey, you
Robert
can't.
Anyways.
owns this.
Anyways, Claw says Fable is a very easy game to make. I 100%
Yeah,
disagree.
that's just sarcasm.
That's
there.
yeah.
It,
You're an
don't
easy
make-
game to make, Claw.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
All right, let's jump.
All right, so we're gonna go now into
The best game ever.
the best game ever, PUBG, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. We love it. It's a game that we play multiple times in a week. All of us besides Zoner. We play it on PC though. Now it is out on Xbox. It's been out on Xbox for a little while. We've reserved judgment on it until somebody can play it, and it is pre-patch 1.0.
what did they call it?
1.5, something like that. But
Preview?
okay. Yeah, it's a preview game, but you bought the game.
You bought the game.
Well, just like we did beta
Yeah.
for PC.
Does one of you guys have it on Xbox?
Yeah, I do.
No Jeans does. So, No Jeans, why don't you give us your thoughts on the game, and should people be buying this right away, or
Give
should
us some
they?
comparisons between the two.
All right.
I can't. I imagine Claw's already freaking out.
He's at home just throwing stuff like, oh god.
So, it's a weird version of the game because they just released vaulting and all that kind of stuff on the PC.
Yes.
This is supposed to be like version 1.5 something. It's a very old version. Yet they incorporated some of the new things like vaulting.
No, it's like 0.5 something, isn't it? Because we just hit 1.0 on PC.
That's what I said.
We
Oh,
got a quick question. You have not missed the Gears things yet, Chris. We'll be getting to that in a couple minutes.
Yep.
the draw distance is horrible. The textures are flat. If you have like, on the PC,
Mm-hmm.
one of the first things you get is the red dot, and you always rely on that red dot. It's very good. It's very responsive. The red dot is like sub MOA, which
Okay.
means minute of angle or arc. Basically, for every 100 meters, that's 1 inch.
Okay.
So, on the Xbox version, it's like a 5 MO. It's super big, so you can't see anything down the. So you cover up like, if you're looking at about 100 to 200 yards, that red dot is about this big around a person, so you lose them in it. You don't even,
Oh, that's annoying. So it's really hard to track them into with the dot.
yeah. Whereas normal sites, you can follow and follow. Let's see what else.
It seems to me some things should just be left on PC.
Yes.
That's what it sounds like where
Here's-
you're going.
Here's my biggest issue with it is, like you said, the textures are flat. I literally just watched yesterday a video of our buddy Brandon. He's all, dude, the textures when you drop in are horrible. He drops in, and he's running through this little town, and you just see non-textured, flat buildings that just look horrible, like single pixel walls. Like that's how bad it, like single polygon walls. That's how bad it looks. And the draw distance is the thing that I have the issue with. Is on PC, your draw distance is great, and even when we were playing the early versions of the beta, things loaded in, and you could see a mile away.
With the game, like I guess we're, and once again, this is more Robert, more you guys, because I wouldn't understand this at all. But in my head, because this is only an online game, doesn't all the processing and everything happen in a cloud somewhere
No.
anyway?
No. It's up to every individual console or PC to render what the viewer sees. Whenever you're playing any online game, the only thing that's done by, like, I guess you could say the cloud, the information of like where the player's standing, if he's crouched, if he's moving, the bullets.
So
Like,
this is much more of an undertaking than I
yeah,
would have thought.
most of
Okay.
the data that's transferred online
gotcha.
is just
Yeah.
positional data.
And what I've found, and like what I've been talking to Brandon and Ate, is that when you are playing the game 50 yards away, you don't know if that's a person or a bush.
And that happens on the PC version, but that's like because the bush is 200 yards away.
Yeah.
And it looks like
two-
somebody's crouching. So
Yeah.
you can't. So until you zoom in, okay, that's not a person. But even on the Xbox, even if you do zoom in, it's hard to tell.
Still don't know.
So instead of it being like the PUBG that we know, which is very, you're not running across an open field when there's hills around you, even though they're 300, 500 yards away,
Yeah.
because you will die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
with all of this, it's been successful on the Xbox, right?
It has been successful, and people are like, "Oh, I'm getting winner chicken dinners. I'm so good." But it's more like, and what Brandon, and these were Brandon's words, him playing, it's more like Call of Duty because you don't run into people till you're on top of them.
Yeah.
It's not.
And I've watched you guys play. Yeah, that's.
It's not strategic where like, okay, you hear shots over there and you can see all that distance away and zoom in and try to get them. So it's more confrontation, like CQB, close quarter combat versus that range game that makes that game so difficult. That's what makes the game difficult.
PC is more tactical, and you're instead of like on the PC version, you would almost never all be right next to each other, running down a field with no worry in the world.
It's not a good idea.
Xbox, you can. It's a way different dynamic.
Well, then Claw mentioned that if you're going to play this game, you need an Xbox One X.
Even so,
yeah, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
The same type of like structures not loading in when you're flying down. You can't see them when you're in the Airbus. Like that's rough.
Yeah, go ahead and talk. We talked about this before when we had the video. Robert, what's?
Oh yeah, the frame rate was never consistent 30.
Not even on the Xbox One X.
It was not really consistent. It would hit 30 for a good like 5 to 10 seconds, but it would drop.
Yeah.
It would definitely drop below from like 20, 25. I think I saw in the Xbox One there was like a 17 FPS at one point.
Yeah.
The Xbox One X was like 21 at its lowest, but still that's.
Well, it was. I remember the lowest was like 12 and 16.
Well, they were loading in.
Yeah,
right?
when they were dropping, when they're flying.
Yeah, when they're dropping. But during the actual gameplay, the lowest I've ever seen was 21 on an Xbox One X. But still, it was like Vehicles is a whole different game between the two consoles, which I think is ridiculous because Xbox is going to release this, optimize it for their systems.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that on an Xbox One you get in a vehicle and you can't drive it, and then an Xbox One X you're definitely got way more control of that vehicle? It's I don't know, it's rough to me. It's like they definitely jumped the gun on something that wasn't ready.
Yeah, and if I'm gonna play a game like that on the Xbox, I'll just play Fortnite.
Wow. All right. Funny you mentioned that. Deluxe Hawes happened to say on the chat, he said Fortnite is taking over. They undercut PUBG on console with a better and more fun games, and it runs. Is that 100,000 times better?
Okay, now
I agree.
Well, yeah, because
on console, it's a better game.
On console, it's a better game. Now, in how it runs, is it a better game in general? That's subjective. I don't really like it. As far as I like the tactical aspect of PUBG. I like that it's realistic. You drop in, you have to scavenge for weapons, and you have to crawl across fields when you're hearing sniper fire. You have to actually be this. PUBG is a cartoony arena style shooter. Fortnite is a cartoony arena style shooter. It's survival, yes, but it's like survival cartoony meets Minecraft, and I'm getting shot at. Hey, I can build a wall. Oh, I jump off a cliff. Oh, I got a platform. It's a different game, and to compare them,
or Haas thinks you're crazy. He says it's a way better game.
No,
he says he just needs to teach you how to play.
I could play it, but it's not a realistic game. You can ride a rocket across.
I'm all in on Fortnite. We have Fire and Ice Esports Fortnite.
That's fine.
Team, so
I'm not saying it's not a fun game, but what I'm saying is those people that play it, the reason they think it's a better game and that the PUBG's not good is because they don't know how to play tactical shooters. And I will take that to the bank.
Right.
They don't know how to play tactical shooters.
And
they play the Halos, the Gears, and the Fortnite because they like the unrealistic elements. I can jump on a rocket and snipe as I'm firing on while I'm riding a rocket. I can build the wall when somebody's shooting at me.
See,
they need that crutch.
Fortnite,
it's firing
Sorry,
these shots.
I'm taking the shots.
Fortnite is to PUBG as Call of Duty is to SOCOM.
Yep.
That's
fair.
That's the difference.
Well, like if Call of Duty met Minecraft to SOCOM. But yes.
No, but that's not the point. I understand the point you were making.
So if I'm playing on the console, I'll play Fortnite. If I'm
so-called
playing on the
Minecraft.
PC, PUBG.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'd much rather play PUBG over Fortnite.
Yeah, because I like that element. I like the. I mean,
I played Fortnite a few times. I had fun. I mean,
no,
it's a fun game.
I'm
That's
saying
not
it's
the question,
it's a fun game. That's not the question.
Speaking
and I'm
of
saying
Fortnite,
it runs.
Speaking of Fortnite, and after this Gears event, we have some huge Fire and Ice Esports Fortnite.
Anyways, I'm saying it's a fun
Announcements to be
game.
made.
I am saying that it is. It's a fun game to play, but there's a reason there's 3 million concurrent players on PC.
Yeah.
And not for PUBG and not for Fortnite because people like that tactical, real survival element. They like feeling like they are actually military personnel, that real fight or flight, not the I've got crutches of putting up walls, and if somebody shoots at me, I can jump off a cliff and put a platform and then jump down.
I don't know if I'd call that a crutch or if I would just call that a different game.
It's
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's not really a crutch. I mean, that just puts a whole different spin on things.
But the issue is that everybody compares it to PUBG, and it is a different game. I think it's a different game.
Yeah.
They're different mechanics, but everybody compares it to PUBG as it's a way better game. It's apples and freaking oranges.
See, I think that's fair. I think
It's
that sounds very fair.
completely different, and the reason people like that is because it's like original Gears, original SOCOMs, where you had one life per round.
You know,
That's the difference between this game and Fortnite, where
Deluxe
it's
put
survival.
something up there. Says PUBG also came out a while ago.
A
All
year
the big
ago.
streamers who played that have mostly switched to Fortnite because they feel the game is better to play, but he put something else. And watch.
Oh yeah, it's better to watch because it's
Well, what's crazy about that is think about that. We used to just play games. Who cared what anybody else thought while they were watching them? We just played them for the fun of it. But the truth is now, it's important to these players of who's watching their
Yeah.
Twitch stream. And I will say, I've watched some of the PUBG streams.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it isn't as entertaining as watching.
well because cartoony graphics and explosions are always going to
absolutely.
be. But let's also note that the trending gamer of the year was a PUBG exclusive streamer. So that's you can say all you want, but PUBG is here.
I think that the main thing is apples and oranges. I
And,
think they are
yeah,
very different.
They're apples, and that's why I get bugged when people compare. Fortnite's just a way better game. It's a way different game, and if you like that, okay, you like cartoony, and you like a game that's completely different. PUBG is a realistic survival game.
Hey, Rob,
and-
how do we bring Chris on?
Chris wants to, yeah.
He wants to come on the show.
He'll have to
PUBG
drive-
Oh, yeah.
Rob Dog.
Hold on. PUBG is a realistic survival game. Fortnite is not. It's fun, but it's not that real. And I like playing realistic survivors. And that's why, and 3 million people on PC do too.
They need to add thirst and hunger meters to that game.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Let's,
Next one.
yeah, because this is turning into the CMG PUBG podcast.
So
every
don't
week.
play P.
We've never
play-
had a PUBG podcast.
Every
Because
week.
Sonner doesn't
Anyways.
allow it.
Every week.
We didn't even talk PUBG last week.
Can
Yeah,
we just
'cause
do
I
PUBG
wasn't here.
podcast? We should have a weekly PUBG podcast. I'm
There you
alright with
go.
that.
The pubcast,
Anyways,
bro.
but that being said,
Pubcast.
it doesn't run well on the Xbox.
Don't
and
play it on
hopefully,
there. Play on the PC.
yeah, if you're gonna get it, I play on the PC.
If you're gonna
because
play on Xbox, play Fortnite.
my laptop.
Come on, let's jam on.
Hold on, my laptop is running this better than the Xbox One X, and I'm getting 80 frames per second.
How much was that laptop?
This was 1,000,
There you go.
but it's a laptop.
I know, but that's
But-
two Xbox
yes.
X's. I mean, that's a lot of money.
Um,
Go ahead. Let's move on. What's next?
All
Let's
right.
jam on.
anyways, NBA Jam coming back? Maybe. No, Jeans. Talk about it.
Oh, I just saw it was. I figured you would like this article because.
I do, but you put it on here.
Well, yeah, because I
Jam.
thought you would like it.
Jam.
I don't really care about.
Jam.
I don't really care about
Anyways,
this, but I thought
NBA
you would
Jam
like this.
is a game that came out in what, 95? Or was it 93? 95?
Oh, jeez, I don't remember.
I think it was 95.
Which
I
is the one
remember
that we
playing
had.
that at the arcade, man.
Which was the one that we had?
93 because it's 25-year anniversary. We had
96?
NBA Live 96 on the PC. That was some
Oh, okay.
good stuff.
So what's the difference between this and?
NBA Jam.
NBA Jam is arcadey.
Arcadey, you're
Big head
Shaq.
mode.
Yeah, you're Shaq doing flips through the air and slam dunking,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
breaking the backboard,
It was
balls on
fun.
fire.
I don't think we have a whole lot on that.
Yeah, but it's what'd they say? I've been in talks with Tim Kitzrow. The man behind it is saying that he's been in talks with Microsoft to bring back the series. So everybody's excited because this is one of the biggest arcadey sports cult classics that everybody loves
You
playing.
see somebody
You'll
in the
still see
hall.
that when you go to most Dave and Buster's or any
Yep.
places like that. It's still in there, and there's always still people playing that
They'll
damn
be-
game.
yeah, exactly. What was that? What were you gonna say,
He
Robert?
runs into someone in the hall. He's like, "Man, we should bring back NBA Jam." He's like, "That's a good idea." He's like, "We're in talks.
We're in talks.
right now."
I
This is
talked to
real
a guy
serious.
next to the water cooler when I came out of the bathroom.
We both think it's a great
Hey,
idea.
all jokes aside, that's how business gets done.
That's true. That's true.
That's real.
Oh God.
He's just leaving passive aggressive post-it notes that just say NBA Jam on
All over the
his
place.
desks.
There you go.
Replacing a sandwich in the fridge. It says Phil's sandwich. He puts NBA Jam rocks.
NBA Jam. So yeah, NBA Jam might be coming back. Something to look forward to. I'd be excited for it. I know Zoner, you like the game.
Oh yeah, that was fun to play back.
It's just a fun game. It's the NBA equivalent of NFL Blitz.
Was it? Ooh, shakalaka, right?
Yeah, ooh, shakalaka.
Ooh, shakalaka. They did say that one.
This is interesting, and in line with what we were talking about Phil Spencer being an actual gamer, and Xbox being ran by gamers, the creator of Minecraft, the Minecraft boss, and nobody laugh when I say this name, Matt Booty. Never mind.
We still did.
We're all gonna laugh. Great name,
Booty.
Matt Booty.
He's got a nice
Hey,
Microsoft
he didn't
Studios
create
sweater.
Minecraft.
Or he's the boss of Mike.
The boss of
Oh,
Minecraft.
okay,
He's the boss.
yeah.
He is not the creator, no.
Not the creator, he's
No,
the
not-
Matt Booty used to run Mad Cats.
Yeah, he's the boss of Microsoft. He has been promoted to the corporate vice president of Microsoft Studios, overseeing all games, all game
Okay.
development.
He's got a dope sweater.
A dope sweater. You just put that on there because I'm looking at the picture right now, and he's not. Go ahead.
Yeah, this guy, I think he's the one who was running Mad Cats. Like, I could be way off on this, but I thought it was during like the heyday, like the
Oh, the heyday. Okay.
like like when Mad Cats. I would say was biggest. What like the end of
I say early
end
2000s.
of Genesis, early PlayStation, and all right.
2001 was like around.
I think
like where
maybe
it was
that's
like,
when he was there. But yeah, this guy has a track
So
record.
as soon as they started the see-through light-up controllers, he was out.
This guy has a track
Well, they
record.
had
And
that, man.
if he's doing so well with Minecraft, because obviously Minecraft is doing very well for Microsoft.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he knows what he's doing. So if
So,
he's
yeah,
gonna be
he was-
oversight of
Yeah, he was the head of global teams responsible for developing Minecraft. He oversaw, I can never pronounce it, Mojang,
Mojang.
the Swedish game company that developed Minecraft.
What was the guy's name who made it?
Notch Pearson.
Notch. That's
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Let's also
I
take
kept
a
wanting to say
minute.
like Nix or something like that.
Take a minute to thank Rodney Dangerfield for the follow.
Thank you,
Oh,
Rodney.
thanks, Rodney
Rodney
Dangerfield.
Nice.
D. Rodney Dangerfield.
All right.
Apparently,
No respect.
he's on Twitch now. He's got no respect.
No respect.
That's cool.
Ooh, here
So
comes.
it's actually good because that tells you that Phil's he's bringing in experience.
Yeah.
And he's creating a team around him where we already liked what he was doing. Now let's see where they go from this. Our big complaint that we all want to see is more first-party games. More,
And good ones.
good first-party AAA games.
I want PUBG to not.
Roddy Dangerfield throwing out there, no respect. Yeah,
no respect
in the chat.
in the chat.
Good man. Or woman. Maybe you're a woman that just loves Roddy Dangerfield.
No respect.
No respect.
Just your
God, I wish I would have
Can't
had a
get no
PNG
respect.
for that right now. If I would have known he was jumping on the stream, that would have been great.
Anyway, so some cool stuff coming out of Microsoft. We can get into our nitty gritty, I
Well,
think.
Before that,
Oh,
Well,
wait,
before
before
the
we get
nitty
into the nitty-gritty,
gritty, we
let's-
have a special announcement.
Very special
and this is what we're doing today. We're going to announce it today.
announcements.
Rules and we're basically it's kind of like a contest what we're doing. So anybody that's followed us, CMG,
Who?
CMG.
Casual Misfits Gaming.
Who?
At the bottom.
Anybody.
Those guys?
CMG. Okay.
Yeah, anybody who's
never heard of
followed
them.
us knows that we all have been into Gears of War for a long time.
Day one.
Fair enough. Day one of Gears 1.
When I saw my first head explode and there was a brain sitting there, and I was like,
So, and since CMG has been, started, we started with our first event was a little LAN party.
We had two LAN
outside.
parties.
Yeah, but I'm saying the first one.
yeah.
The first one, it was Gears, and we all kind of got bit by the Gears bug, even a little more than we ever were before.
the Gears esports bug.
Yeah, the Gears esports bug.
Because
There you go.
we always love Gears.
I stand corrected. That's right. So, something we're going to do here for Mexico City, because the event's coming up next week. Next week starts on Friday.
Yeah.
So next Friday, we kind of want to give back to the community a little more than we have in the past.
Okay.
And when I say the community, I do have to be very specific, and this is going to be more specific tomorrow when the official announcement comes out. This is kind of your sneak peek on what we're doing.
Yeah.
What we're announcing is the Fire and Ice Esports Gears of War Mexico City fan experience.
And Fire and Ice, if you don't know what they are our affiliate, and they are our organization that
Hey,
has
Robert, show me the
they are the org that
jersey.
competes in Fire and Ice,
So
or
I'll
in
show you
Gears
my
of War
favorite
4.
shirt.
Yeah. So
These guys.
what we're doing is this. And like I said, everything will be detailed tomorrow. Oh, nice. Everything will be more detailed tomorrow. But what we're going to do is this. 2 of the owners of Fire and Ice Esports are going to be in Mexico City for the event.
Woohoo!
What we've decided to do is allow, and this is where there's a few rules. You got to be over 18 years old. You have to already live in Mexico.
Well, Chris
Because-
is out already now.
Sorry,
Well, Chris is already going to be there, I think. So this is kind of important. Is one thing that I've learned about Gears from this is apparently Mexico has the greatest Gears of War fans. Like nobody even argues that.
Yeah.
They say Gears is huge in Mexico. So you got to be over 18. You got to live. We're hoping you'll live within 100 miles of Mexico City. We want to make sure you planned on getting to the event. We understand that a lot of players and Gears of War fans that have tickets to go and be a spectator, which all sold out, they wanted to compete, but the passes sold out too fast.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to find 3 Gears of War Mexican fans that are in Mexico, and we're going to give them the Fire and Ice esports team experience, the fan experience. We're going to let you come and play in the tournament. You're going to be in the tournament. You are going to compete with alongside 2 of the owners. One would be Mr. Souls, and the other is F&I Aaron.
Yeah.
They're going to be in Mexico. Those 2, we're picking 3. And when I say you're going to get part of the experience, you're going to be with the team. So, we have our ladies team going down there. The ladies of Fire and Ice, they're competing. You're going to be hanging out with them. You're going to be going to meals with them. You're going to get the entire full pro gamer experience while the event's going on.
Nice.
This is all powered by CMG. CMG is the ones who came up with the idea.
Yeah.
We want to give back a little more. Tomorrow, Optimus Fine, Lexi, that's on Fire and Ice Esports. She's going to be putting out a video that's going to explain everything, so everybody will understand, and it'll be in English and in Spanish.
So
And
be
they
on the
just have to
lookout
be-
for that.
They just
Yeah.
have to be from Mexico.
Yes, we
That's
want
it,
you to
right?
be. Yes,
Does
yes.
it-
that are
does it-
attending the.
That can't. You have to be
Can
able
make
to
it the
attend.
event.
Oh, and by the way, because the way the rules go at these events, you have to be able to bring your own controller.
And headset.
Things like this. You are going to be a competitor in the Fire and Ice. I mean, the Fire and Ice. Yeah, it's Fire
Yeah,
and
on the
Ice.
Fire and
event.
Ice team, yeah.
Yeah, no, in the Gears of War esports event. So that's
Are you
what we're
guys gonna
doing.
be,
Which, by the way,
documenting,
is gonna be
like,
amazing.
Taking video
Oh,
and
you-
stuff.
Of
That'd
course,
be-
they're
Yes.
taking video.
You guys
Yeah,
gonna
that'd
get a
be-
video?
some video. Of
Oh,
this.
make sure we get them a video reel too of them playing, so they have something to take home. Like, hey, look, this is what I was doing. Check it out.
Let's not overpromise and underdeliver.
Oh, come
Anyways,
no, we're
Anyways,
going to be
uh,
doing all that stuff. We're going to be doing all that.
Klaus says he's 1,000th Mexican, so I mean he's almost there.
And he's really
Okay,
close
by
to
the
He's
way,
Mexico.
really
by the way,
close.
I don't care. I don't care if
Yeah,
you're
that
freaking
was-
from Norway.
That
and
was
you're in
worded a little
Mexico.
strange. Yeah.
As long as you're in Mexico.
So you don't mean they have to be a Mexican local. You mean as long as you
no,
can
no.
be in
you
there.
need to be you need to be like, it's not really a legit citizen, but you got to live there. We're not giving this to
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
people flying in there. That you understand what I'm saying? We're not giving this to people that are flying in for the event. No, you have to be you have to be in Mexico, living in Mexico. That's what it'll be. Living in Mexico. You
There
have
we
to live
go.
in Mexico to be eligible.
All right. Well, some cool stuff
Freaking
coming
deluxe.
from Fire and Ice, powered by CMG. Hopefully, some 3 lucky fans get to win that. That'd be an amazing
They will.
experience.
All
So that should just
that'll
move
be
to
announced
Mexico.
tomorrow. You
And-
said.
Yeah, tomorrow there will be a video coming
On
out
what?
on YouTube, but of course we'll be putting it out on Twitter
Follow F&I Esports or Fire and Ice Esports.
or CMG
Do
Game.
you
Or
wanna-
CMG
Do you want to
Gamecast.
put it on our CMG channel?
Absolutely, we'll put it there too.
Okay.
We're gonna
Because
we
we
want
should probably
this,
do it there first.
yeah, we want this thing everywhere. Well, I know that. I think that she's doing on the Fire and Ice YouTube.
Oh,
Okay.
there's a Fire Nice YouTube.
Lexi
you
did
been?
it.
Anyways,
So yeah, so that's what we'll go ahead and do.
let's move on then
That's
and
awesome, though.
bring it. It's awesome. Move back into our
Nitty gritty.
back into the show and go towards the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty is where we really dissect, like we don't already dissect, but really dissect one topic that's the big thing for that week or something on our minds, a trend in gamers or gaming culture that we're really want to debate and battle out. We're going to be talking about something that was announced this week that is taking the internet by storm, gamers and non-gamers alike. Nintendo has announced the Nintendo Labo. Labo? Labo?
Labo. Let's go with it. Let's be
Um,
American. Labo.
Labo.
That's what it is.
It's a Labo.
It's Labo.
There you go. This is something like you've never seen in a console. Ever. Nintendo has always been innovative and fun, and doing things a little differently. You remember the Power Glove? You know, they do things out of the box, and I've never been so blown away by ingenuity in gaming, I think, than this. Like, yeah, you always expect those high. You're always amazed by higher graphics. You're always amazed by more power. You're always amazed by certain things that can do. Oh, you can stream now. But this is ingenuity to a whole different level.
I don't even freaking work.
So,
Well,
anyway,
I mean, I might as well.
I don't get it.
I might as well put the video on then.
yeah, so let's put the video on. What this is you can buy these kits. There's a $70 variety kit with comes with different games and a $80 robotic kit. This is a fully immersive, like, okay, so the way Nintendo used to do it, the way Dreamcast used to do it, and the way, PlayStation, everybody, right? You bought peripherals. These peripherals would be anywhere between like $15 to $40, right? And they do different things. Oh, I've got a fishing rod now. Oh, I've got a sword, and I'm playing Zelda.
Have you seen it at all, Zoner?
No, I've seen
Watch-
the video.
okay.
I've watched this video. Yeah.
I've got, I've got a steering wheel. This is different. This is innovative in that it's taking kids from just plug and play. I'm playing games all day to making them actually think and build a kit of made out of cardboard, mind you. And the variety kit,
Which is amazing.
yeah. And the way it works is every one of these things that you build is customizable in how you can color them, you can arrange them different ways, and they actually work with your console. You put the Switch, the Joy-Cons in these handlebars that you create a fully working motorcycle handlebars and everything, and then you have the Switch that plugs in or is on your console or on your dock or whatever. And now you're riding a motorcycle made out of cardboard.
How the hell?
What?
The radio control car.
Radio control. You build a radio control car, you put the Joy-Cons in it, and you control it with your Switch, and you have a remote control car.
How?
Okay, so the way that works,
That's why vibration, right?
yeah, they're basically each using one of the Joy-Cons, either left or right. It's kind of like a tank control, right?
Okay, I understand.
So treads, move one way. So the vibrations, if you want to go move left, you vibrate the right one more. And then it steers. It's because
This is, first of all,
and then
what kind of drugs are they on to even think of something like
This
Well,
is...
they obviously took a cue from Google Cardboard and thought, let's make it cooler.
But it's got working levers and rubber bands and toggles and this is like beyond kids. Like, this is something I can do with Jude. We can build a piano together. We can put him in a robot suit, and he can fight things. And like, you've got a fully working piano, 13-key piano that you can actually create music. It has a pedal, a sustain pedal, and then you can put knobs on it. You can buy customizable knobs and make different sounds. So now you've got a synthesizer beyond a piano. And like,
It's really cool.
Very cool.
It's very
It's
cool
so
for little
cool.
kids.
beyond little, I would play the crap out of this.
I would do.
Especially for someone like you that loves Connect and like.
Oh
like-
no,
like
I'm saying this
Connects.
is really cool, but it's really good for little kids where
Yeah.
you spark their imagination. Like, oh, I just made this thing. What else could I make? And you start doing more and more. They start learning about how do.
Quite honestly, this is going to teach them while they're putting it together engineering.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like,
This is just to such a different level of anything. And I guess maybe if I because it's probably my kids are a little too old for this more, or I wouldn't say too old, but
yeah.
not at that stage where this would be beneficial to them. but I still think it's cool, and I'm gonna get it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
no,
cool,
it's-
and like the engineering aspect of it, like, and then to be able to customize it, like, okay, there's people in the chat saying, oh, it's cardboard, so it's gonna break. Yeah,
It's
you
actually
buy,
pretty thick cardboard.
It's really thick cardboard, but you can buy refill kits basically, and like,
More cardboard.
and the reason that this is $70 is because it comes with a game attached to all these different mini games you can play. You're fishing, whatever, and then you buy the few dollar kits or whatever that you can refill if something breaks, and you can customize more. Explorian wants to talk.
It actually comes with more than one of each item as well.
Oh, so yeah, there you go.
So you can draw on one and leave one plain, and it's
or if it breaks, you have
yeah,
an extra one.
they give you like 4
What
of
they're
each.
doing is they're getting rid of people's excuses ahead of time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and think about it this way, like, this is way better. It's way better and way more innovative and functional than buying a peripheral that you don't have any joy. You just plug it in and you don't have any joy in that beyond, okay, it's kind of cool for a little bit, but this is, I've got a remote control car. I'm
It's-
playing the
You know what it is? It's like a remote control, one of those hex bugs.
It is one of those.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
it is.
and this is like, it's taking peripherals to a whole new level where you can be creative and like, it's,
Is it March or May?
I think it was March.
Unless I can make sick beats on
If-
that little
if-
piano, I don't care.
If
You-
this
but you
thing-
can.
You can make actual music and then synthesize with it and make your own beats and different things. And like, how cool is that for
Like
like,
a
can you imagine this
4 to
for-
6 years old. This would be like
no, I'd say higher. Like, I would have fun putting this. Like you, who loves just creating paper airplanes.
that's true.
You love creating paper airplanes. You tell me you're not going to have fun
Okay.
building a robot
And let's-
suit
and
with
let's-
actual
let's-
working
let's
levers.
see what this
and-
is really going to do. Okay, let's really take this to the next step. They're going to give us this kit, right?
Mhm.
We have to put it together.
Mhm.
So we're going to understand what they're doing to make these things happen. I can't wait to see what the people like you, what you end up going and grabbing some cardboard and an X-Acto knife, and you make your own things. Out
And
of
now
it.
your piano's got a dragon attached to it. It's just cool. Like
Or
whatever.
not
like,
even use. I don't even care. Not even use anything that they have. Come up with a different idea, and you draw it, and you design it. What that is going to
And it's-
explode on the
and
internet.
it's beyond just like cardboard pieces. There's like actual working like
Rubber band,
tension
yeah.
rubber band
Yeah, yeah.
rods in here that you actually have to connect and make. It's actual engineering.
What I'm saying, what this is,
Yeah,
is this is your starter kit. Is really what this is.
exactly.
It's your starter tools to learn. Like
And
what
then-
this is like brought to life.
Little Big Planet. That's what I was thinking. Yep. This whole time I was thinking like this is Little Big Planet in Nintendo form. Like,
Yeah, but in real life, I
in
mean,
real
it's
life.
here. It's
Yeah,
in front of
IRL.
you. It's physical.
And then after this, they'll maybe jump into Lego Mindstorms or some like crazy.
Just look at Robert over there. He looks so upset behind
Boss
his
says there's no
monitor.
news on replacement parts.
It's all
They
positive
actually
stuff,
have
guys.
said it.
I'm gonna be the cynic, but that's me.
All right, Robert, you are seem. Then
It's
the ch-
$150 for damn cardboard.
No,
That's
it's
all
not.
I'm gonna say.
It's not.
$70 for the normal.
if you
kit,
wanna buy both
$80 for the robot kit. It's $150.
But they're two
No,
games.
no. But there's games cost.
Cardboard.
Games cost
Cardboard.
$60. Each one comes with its own game. So you're buying
But
$10
how do you know
for
that? What if? Okay, so
They
who's
do.
to
Each one
say that
comes
I
with its
can't
own
just
game.
buy that game on the market for $20 and make this shit myself? The
That
way
Probably
it's
can,
money.
and that's probably coming.
maybe, but that game is a $60 game. So you're paying $60 and then $10 for all the cardboard parts.
I don't know, man. I don't
And
know.
I have to
for a
say,
model kit.
As far as you
Not
know,
$150 for cardboard.
You know,
It is to
you
me.
know what this goes hand in hand. The thing in the schools nowadays, STEM, or
What is STEM? I've
here's
been
my
hearing
thing.
about-
science, technology, engineering, and math.
Mathematics. Yep, STEM.
Yeah,
Here's my thing, Robert. You do STEM. You do 3D printing.
Oh yeah, because we use actual plastic and
No,
parts and
but
motors. We
3D
don't use
printing.
cardboard.
But listen, 3D printing. You like doing robotics. This is like this in a
Because
more
this isn't
affordable
robotics.
form.
It's a motion controller that makes a piece of cardboard
It's-
move a little bit.
okay.
No, but it's
okay.
not.
So why can't you? Why can't you instead then come up with your own idea and forget the cardboard and make something out of the plastic?
That would be great, but it's just to me,
But-
in my eyes, I'm like Nintendo is sucking money out of people to buy cardboard.
It's a modern erector set.
That's what it is. To me, it's an erector set, and you've got. It's not just cardboard that just vibrates and moves. It's got working levers and tension and rubber
on
bands.
parts of it. Yes,
On
the
every
robot
single
suit
one.
is awesome. I
Every
love
single
that.
one.
No, but
Just wait till you get your hands on it, Matt. I know there's a lot to be said about these pictures and videos and reviews, but to
The-
me, it's cardboard. And the
all I'm
second my
saying
dog
is if
pees
this,
on
if
it,
this,
I'm gonna
if
be
this
pissed.
hits, if this hits, and it does what the video is even just showing, right? Nintendo's going to own Christmas for the next 2 to 3
Yes.
years.
And
Th-
Claw
this
says,
is
I don't really
nuts.
believe it has a full game attached. Each one has a different game. Now,
Maybe
If
I haven't
you're-
seen the article that shows that.
and every single one, you have to use some engineering, not just cardboard pieces. Every one has rubber bands and tensions that you have to do it right and engineer it correctly to where it works. It's not just, I'm building a cardboard paper airplane. Oh, that's cool. No, everything has operations that you have to do
Like
correctly.
the piano alone.
That will
The
come-
piano
As far
alone.
as child development. This is
Okay.
honestly.
I will say that's awesome point. That's
For
a great
child
point. yes.
development, this is the greatest thing since an erector set.
That is-
because for today's kids, this is gonna build our future engineers.
So for
Yeah.
kids,
Chris.
yes, I can see that.
Another thing with it as well is if you wanted to make your own, for instance, you would need to make sure the beam forming with the controllers is properly aligned. Otherwise, nothing's gonna work at all.
Yeah, but that's part of it.
Like the piano, it's measuring everything by infrared, and they spaced it out perfectly.
Okay,
To be able to be
these are
read
things
through-
you need to learn.
IR.
And they're using rubber bands as your tension to make these keys work and have give and actually spring back on
What's Nintendo great at? Nintendo's great at slowly feeding you.
you at
So
fun.
here's the first thing that they're feeding us.
Yeah.
Okay, here's this.
What, next Christmas is a new pack of something?
Not even the packs. It's going to be the you build your own.
Yeah.
Buy our cardboard. You don't even have to, but buy our cardboard. Here's the game with all of the tools that we used.
We
to create this.
unlock. You create your own
Because
world now.
another thing too, and they show in the video, these games show you how to build these things.
Yes.
So you don't even have to have. You can essentially just get, what Robert was saying earlier. Just get the cardboard cut out yourself and do it. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just maybe not my
I
thing.
think
And
for
here's the
child
thing.
development,
Elasno
for-
had a really good idea. She says, yes, it's cardboard. And every parent knows, give a kid a cardboard box and he'll play with it. My
Forever.
son is a perfect example. He does that. Now you're telling him, hey, you can make a motorcycle. You can ride a motorcycle
Well,
and freaking...
when I was a kid, a cardboard box was a tank. It was a car. We
A
used to make
time
them into
machine?
cars. It was a time machine.
Yep.
It was a fort.
It was a fort.
discombobulator.
It was everything.
It was a cardboard box.
Sometimes. But
Mine was
now
a loving
it's
home
like
and
taking
family.
it to the
Oh.
next level. And this is, to me, so incredibly innovative and fun beyond, it's just cardboard. You're right. But it's engineering. You have to learn
And
how
how
to
many-
do these
how many
things, just
things-
like you would have to 3D print something and learn how to put it together to make a cool working something.
What were you gonna ask?
And how many things come with that variety
Thank
pack?
you. That's what
Quite
my
a
question
few,
was
I
gonna
think.
be.
Quite a few.
It's
Everything but the
7.
robot
So
kit.
it's 7. Okay.
And it's 3 sets for each one.
So
Yeah.
7. Okay, so it's 7 of those.
Mhm.
All right. And it costs how much?
70.
So $10. Okay. So that one, just to build it,
Mm-hmm.
say takes 10 minutes. Okay. You play with it for a half an hour, or say 45 minutes to make
Yeah.
it an hour. Just only paid, and you got 3 of those.
Yeah.
You paid $3 per hour. Most video games cost a lot more than that.
We get 3 sets, but it's 7 total different experiences.
7 total different experience, and then you've got 3 sets of all those. So hey, your buddy comes over. I want to do this. Okay, you make your own motorcycle. I'm gonna draw flames on mine. I'm gonna do this. Now we're gonna play a motorcycle together. And
They also include markers and a bunch of other stuff.
It can't come with a marker. It
Decorate.
comes with the markers
Yes.
too.
Yes.
let's
it also
see.
comes with like
Lupo
tapes and
TV missed the topic. Are they doing cool stuff with boxes? They're basically giving you these kits that you can buy for $70 for the variety.
We're
kit.
talking about Nintendo Labo. by
Nintendo
the way.
Labo, or you can get the robotic kit, which you build a full robotic.
A robot.
It's a robot like
Mech
suit,
suit.
mech suit, exosuit that has all these tensions in it with rubber bands, and you can play, and then you play a game on the screen as your robot. In the variety kit, you can build the front end, handlebars of a motorcycle, and you actually put the Joy-Cons into the throttles and everything, and you are doing it. You can do fishing with it. You can have a little RC car. It's just
Okay.
go ahead.
It is.
Imagine if you have brothers and sisters and you all have Switches. You have RC car
How
races
heavy?
and
How
stuff.
heavy is the Switch, guys?
Not.
Not that heavy.
So you feel like a cardboard headband would be enough to prop it up in front of your face?
I don't know. It's
yeah.
not, I don't
Well,
think it's
but this
cardboard.
is
It's right there. We can't
Is
see
that
it, but
cardboard?
it's.
it is cardboard, but I don't think the Switch actually mounts to your head.
It
And
looks like
remember-
it. What else
I
is
think
that
it
for
does.
then,
It
bro?
does.
Look
It's
at
for the
that.
Joy-Cons.
No,
No,
it
no,
does.
no,
It-
that
it-
is straight
it
up
mounts.
on
the
the
Joy-Con
suit.
staying there. But I will tell
it's
you
to
this:
give you like
when
a
you
VR
take the
kind of
Switch
experience.
and you take the handles off, yeah, that thing doesn't weigh much at all.
But what, are you just
Lupo.
gonna stare at a Switch screen that close to your face?
Yeah.
No, there could be negatives to it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the whole idea of this.
The idea is
Um,
amazing.
cool,
Does
but
the
like-
And the
Switch
cardboard is like-
support wireless video streaming?
No.
Because in the trailer, the
know what?
game's on the screen.
We're looking
Why-
right
why
at
are
the
we
picture
guessing?
where it
You
shows.
know what?
It's right there.
My
Well,
keys are
in
right
the
there,
trailer,
Chris.
the game isn't in the screen. They go back
In the
and
back
forth
seat
between
of
the
my
gameplay.
truck is my backpack. You want to grab the Switch? It's inside the backpack. And we'll
Hold on.
take a look at it.
Lupo TV says that they never heard of this. Wow. Like, and this is the interesting part. And thank you for the cheers, Lupo. This is the interesting part. What I'm seeing about this when I see this, the hardcore gamers might be like, it's just cardboard. I don't want to play. This isn't for me. Okay, it's not for you. But this is bringing people that I am looking on my feed, my Twitter feed, my Facebook feed. People that aren't gamers are like, wow.
It's just
They're
it's
right
just
there
neat.
somewhere.
My son's super excited about this. Is bridging the gap where you can do something with your kid now, and now a parent who doesn't really game can see why their kid's excited about a game, and then they can build something with their kid, and it's a science experiment now.
I don't even look at this as a game. I just don't. I just look at this as an amazing way.
It's a science kid that you have
It's
fun with.
exactly. It's a
Yeah,
science kit.
when you were a kid, you had the the gooey science critter crawlers. And,
No, it is just goo.
and just goo. But this is interactive. This is teaching them engineering and how to use levers and tension and build something for themselves. Then customize it, being able to do art on
And
it.
honestly, how many kids nowadays don't realize, quite honestly, that
Mhm.
when they're pulling a lever, what's happening beyond
What's happening
that
beyond
lever?
the lever? Yeah.
It's just I do this and this happens. Just like a freaking dog that they push that button and their food comes out.
Yeah.
That's all they're. Now, okay, I pull this. Oh, so then that does. I think this is a way of opening kids' mind that
Yes.
needs to. This is amazing to me. I mean, it really is.
It is amazing in so many ways for me that like I never would have thought this is something that you could do with a console. Like period.
Right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, I agree 100% with you.
This is for me it's beyond anything we've ever seen.
it really is.
And yeah, it's just cardboard, and yeah, it's basic engineering and mechanics, but this is opening the world for so many kids and just people that like building things. The guys like No Jeans that like building all their levels in Little Big Planet with basic things, and those guys that create full calculators and stuff using basic stuff.
Hey, I made a shuttle.
You made a shuttle. Like, this is for those people that just like creative tinkering.
Or I guess another. It's kind of like right here, Minecraft, right? Don't you get to do all those things in Minecraft?
Yeah, it's
But
Um,
it's. Let me tell you, it's one thing to see something on a screen. That's fine.
Yes.
This is real life, physical.
Yeah,
Rob
you're
might have a
building
point.
your own peripherals.
Rob
but-
might have a point here.
It's heavy.
I think it'd be way too heavy to carry on your face like that.
Well, it depends. But like I
It's-
said, it depends on how they engineered the cardboard kit to be.
because that
Because-
is not the lightest.
Well, yes,
thing
but
for
it's
that.
based off distribution of weight. So
Of course,
how did
no,
they?
no, I know that. I'm
How
not
did they
saying-
distribute the
Oh, I
points?
hope so, but
Yeah.
I mean, PlayStation VR has been the only VR company to get that right.
That's right.
So a piece of cardboard, I'm very.
I
skeptical
understand
Well-
I understand being hesitant about that. I truly do.
Can you open up the link to the?
By the way, I'm
cardboard?
gonna go to the chat real fast. Lupo TV, who's it's her first time. This is the first time I caught the show, but I enjoyed it and got some laughs. Follow. Thank you,
Thank you,
Lupo.
Lupo
That means a
TV.
lot to us.
Woohoo.
Spread the word.
Spread the word. Tell your
Spread it.
friends. We've been at this for about a year now. We're a year and 2 weeks.
Yep.
We started in January of 2017, and we've slowly been going at this, getting hopefully better. I don't know. Our first fans, Claude, could tell us if we've gotten worse or better. I
He'll
don't know.
say we got worse.
He'll say we probably got worse. Yeah.
Dang it, Claude.
He's honest.
I'm also
If he's honest.
We can trust
but-
what he says.
We appreciate you. They say I will
Someone open that link.
Raid you guys.
raid you guys next time if I can.
It's
I'm-
a Twitch where you.
send a
it-
bunch of people somewhere and
Got
then
it.
hype up a.
Thank
Yeah.
you, man.
Got
Appreciate
it. Thank
that.
you. Ooh, okay. Last note says, remember Mrs. Gilkinson always had an engineering kits at the computer lab nights. Yes, she
That was my
had-
third grade teacher, and
That
his
was my
as well.
third grade
Miss
teacher.
Gilkinson.
She was
still there.
She was 90
Shout out
years
to Miss
old then, and
Gilkinson.
she's still 90
Shout
years
out to
old.
Miss
She
Gilkinson.
looks the same, and maybe because I was 8 years old back
They
then,
used to call
but
her the Gilkster.
Gilkster.
They had Wednesday night.
Claus says we did get worse.
Yeah.
Well, he's right.
She had the Wednesday night Lego nights and computer nights. We would go over there.
Oh yeah.
And we would that was back when Lego Mindstorms just came out. We were
Mhm.
doing engineering with Legos and
Mhm.
stuff, learning PC stuff. Like that's how I learned. Like that's what started me getting interested.
This,
All this stuff.
I'm saying this. If this hits the right note, which I think it's going to,
If this works the way they say it will.
what they're doing, quite honestly,
Mm-hmm.
especially you guys, I would say me, but I'm kind of too old for it now. My kids are told that this is marrying most people's like that are into gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Two favorite things as children: your erector kits, your Lego, your whatever,
Yeah.
and your video games, and it's putting them together. Once, like I said earlier, what the hell, Nintendo? I mean, who? First off, who was in an office and said, "You know what we should do with this thing?" And then who had the balls to say, "Yeah,
Cardboard.
let's do that"? I mean, how do you?
You're putting the hopes in. Here's the thing. We've had a lot of doubts about the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And we got our hands on it. I was sold on the Switch, but I need to see content.
Yes, that's right.
Ate still hasn't been sold on the Switch, but he will buy it once Metroid Prime comes out because he's a Metroid Prime fan.
And Super Smash Brothers.
This right here, they've been slowly, like you said, feeding us things where now I could go to any family. Before I could go, if you're a Mario fan, you're going to want to buy this because Mario
You have,
Odyssey
yes.
is amazing.
Absolutely.
I can now go to any family and go, this is family fun like you've never seen.
It's full justification.
Full
This
justification.
lets you say, "Hey, you know what?
I would
There's no
love-
hesitation
I've
now.
got a 4-year-old son. Everybody knows unless you're new to the show. I would love to do this with him.
Yeah, it'd be a fun.
I would
I'll tell
absolutely
you
love to
what
do
we're
this.
going to do is this.
Hmm?
We're going to get this kit the day it comes out, and that weekend, we're going to bring Jude in during the podcast.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Have him sit here, and we're going to have you guys build it.
Can we do it during the podcast, or should we do it as a separate video, like an unboxing kind of thing?
Either.
Because
Or
I think it
would
would,
that be like unboxing, or is it
Reebok
boxing?
boxing?
It's a unbox Reeboks.
I feel like they had.
like the shoes?
What did you
Yeah.
say? Hold on. Robert was saying something, and then you, Chris.
I said I
Robert.
feel like they had their maintenance crew guy come in, and he's like, "Man, you guys use a lot of cardboard." Some guy's like, "Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Gather all the boxes.
The trash guy's like, you have way too many cardboard boxes.
Like, I really need you guys need to cut down on all this cardboard usage. Like, we got you.
Go into the alleyway. There's a hobo out there.
And here's-
Excuse me. We need this. I'm sorry. This is
There's
important.
there's a homeless guy folding the cardboard around his Switch, and he's like, "A great idea."
It was a hobo's idea.
He runs outside, just grabs the cardboard out of his hand, he rips it out of his hand, runs inside.
Guys, look! This guy built a motorcycle out of cardboard. Sell it.
The dude's just screaming in the
That
background,
motorcycle
"Where are
one
you
is
going
actually
with my
incredibly
house?"
cool. The idea of that. It reminds me of, remember they used to sell a whole game
Mm-hmm.
that you would sit right here and
Yep.
you turn it and it would have the.
Who doesn't love when you go to an arcade? Everybody wants to play the motorcycle racing game.
You're right. You're right. Everybody does.
And
Except for
the
me.
fishing rod.
It's
Sorry,
dangerous.
The fishing rod is cool. Like this is like
Okay.
it's not just cardboard. It's well constructed cardboard. Hold on.
My-
The fishing rod is
Extends.
telescopic.
Yes.
And it has lines running through. Where you're gonna be able to feel the tension as you're fishing. Like that's amazing.
Okay, so you guys know where I stand on fishing games.
Yeah. Where are you stand on fishing in general?
On fishing, okay. Let me tell you how great Final Fantasy 15 is.
No.
Okay, wait. What about?
No.
There's a part in there. It's a mini game. At any water you go to, you could fish. And actually,
Okay.
you want to fish because then you get to eat. You use it, get more. That fishing mini game is so damn fun
Falls Honor does.
that I will jump on right now and I'll play literally for an hour or two just fishing.
That's amazing.
my
That's
God.
how good it is, and that's why you do know that they made the VR
Yeah.
Final Fantasy
Yeah.
15 fishing.
oh.
So I haven't got that yet, but
Oh, there's
You
a
know you
VR
are.
fishing game.
You know you are. All
That
right.
sounds cool.
it's something. It's nice, but I think I want to say that this whatever is to me one of the most amazing things to happen to I don't even know if I want to call it this gaming
It's gaming.
in years. I mean, this is
This is being part of the process to the end game. You are being a part of building that peripheral, and then hours of entertainment of playing a piano or whatever, and playing a video game. It's bridging.
You could see the
cannot
cringe
imagine-
forming
I
on
cannot
Robert's
imagine what's
face
gonna
as you
happen.
keep talking.
I'm
Like
happy.
I said, with these videos that we're going to end up seeing on YouTube of before, because Nintendo's going to give you that.
Yeah.
Here, now go build your own program.
Or people just mod it in general.
People doing that, yeah, right out the gate, saying, okay, so this is how they do,
Mm-hmm.
let's say the radio control.
Yep.
Okay, well with those controls, let's change this, and they make it start doing different things.
people
Well, it is
start
on an
building the-
Android OS, so I mean,
Exactly. And then they start doing, okay, I'm going to make this is really cool, and I like how they do it. Now I know how to do it. I'm going to build a Shelby GT cardboard box now and drive that around.
That's what I'm saying. That's going to be awesome.
Powered
use
by
the-
my
and
Switch.
use the
Just
same
in the back.
principles. Like, it's...
May not work.
just make sure you keep
But-
it away from your dog, Matt.
Okay, I just need to make this perfectly clear. When I said I'm too old, I meant like to be using it to educate my kids. Of course, I'm getting this. Your mom said.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm getting it. I mean, there's no doubt about
Yeah.
that. I'm getting this thing, and I'm going to do it. And I
Exactly.
will have my kids there, but
It's more for
they'll-
you.
Yeah, they'll be doing their own, and I'll do my own, and that's it. But
And
what
they're
I
going to
mean
be
is-
sitting there with, like, their fishing rods, like, can we play? You're like,
No.
That's
No,
gonna.
no,
I
they
feel
have
like
their
that's
own.
gonna be Matt.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember,
Matt
they
and
have their
Jude
own.
on the
They have their own
unboxing.
switches. So
Whoa, whoa,
Anyways,
whoa. Who said it's just gonna be Matt
closing-
and Jude? I'm pushing
yeah.
a kid aside to get in that.
there you go. Next, Lorian's apparently going to push my child aside
Matt's
to play.
putting it all together. He's like, Jude, hand me that rubber band. He's like, Daddy, do I get to put one piece of cardboard in, please?
like the Lego movie.
Oh, yeah, the
Oh,
Lego
yeah.
movie. Yeah. Great movie. If,
You're gonna
if
be
you
the
haven't
Will
seen it.
Ferrell. Man.
Closing
Still haven't seen
thoughts.
that.
I am overly excited and love the innovation and ingenuity of this system. That's where I've been. That's where I stand. From the second I saw this, my jaw dropped. Like 10 seconds in, I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, me too.
And that's my thoughts. My thoughts on this is I see all the potential of this can do a lot of good in the gaming world and for kids in general, and for people that like creating. This is a whole nother world. That's my closing thoughts on it. No, Jeans, give us your brief summary.
I wish I had this if I was a kid.
There we go.
I like it. It's when Google came out with Google Cardboard, people went crazy. Oh my gosh, that's amazing!
Mm-hmm.
And it's just cardboard. Yet everybody loved it, and people are gonna love this too.
The
Kids are gonna love it.
Yeah.
They're gonna have fun building. Every kid loves Legos.
I'll go as far to say is I honestly feel this should be implemented. If it does what this video is showing, it should be implemented into public education. I really think this is a way to open those
This is
minds
going to
back
be a
up.
third grade, third grade,
So that's what I
second
was wondering,
grade,
what grade would this be, guys?
This would
Elementary
be
school.
this would,
elementary, yeah,
this would be like second grade.
yeah, second to third grade. But
Teach?
Yeah, elementary school. I agree.
Okay.
now here's my thing. This is the basics. What happens when they start coming out with more advanced packs? This is more for
Like
that
I said,
higher.
Yeah,
Nintendo,
I'm
they're
not-
going
They
to do
slowly,
that.
yeah,
I'm not sure how you could do more advanced things with just
more
this.
tension, more advanced. Like you have all these components.
Plastic pieces.
Working gears.
Can I make
this.
a flux capacitor?
To the
Yes.
point of this. No, to the
Flux
point of
capacitors.
this. Let's be honest. With all of these things, for me,
Yes.
the interactivity with this, the least important thing. I'm saying, when you're saying more advanced,
Mm-hmm.
I'm wanting more levers with reaction. I want
That's
that.
what I mean. Yeah.
And then all that this is doing, it's giving you an excuse to want to do it. It's showing you a little
Yeah.
extra
Yeah.
on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you're not gonna. It's just an idea, but you would never do this because I wouldn't let this be by the sand. But I mean, like a dump truck or a the shovel.
Excavator or something.
Yeah, something like
yeah.
that. And it's
Brain.
this is really doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You're having the kid build it so they understand how levers work and all that, and pulley systems. So they're understanding that, and this is the excuse. And I
Where
I
it's to
just
the
think
point
it's
that you can get
brilliant.
beyond the robot kit, you're getting into
it's
more advanced robotics, where a junior hire is going to learn something about things.
And
A
I'm good
high
with
schooler
that.
is going to, this is just the beginning. Just like PSVR was just the beginning of console VR. What can you do with it? Like
Yeah.
I'm stoked about this.
Look at
Robert,
that. He just completely disregards Virtua Boy.
yeah, there you go. Robert, you have very hesitant
Brownie face on.
brownie face on this. You're not overly stoked. Give us your closing thoughts.
I don't know. I see what you guys are saying. I'm stoked on it for the opportunity to teach young kids. That's really cool. It's just if they had price pointed it different, I wouldn't have an issue with it.
I can agree with that.
If it was like
I don't think
$30
it's
to
a lot.
$40 for the whole thing, I'd be stoked, and that's a great idea. But
So
in
then-
my eyes, it's Nintendo, and yeah, it comes with games and everything. But if they're really only giving you cardboard, I think they could afford to drop the price a little lower so that anybody can grab it.
But if a game is here's my question. If a game is a $60 game,
We keep saying
Even if it's
that,
a-
but
even
these
if
are
it's a
mini
$50
games. We
game.
have to agree that these are mini games. These are
Okay.
not full-on productions.
Yeah.
These
Even if
these
it's
are
a-
basic programs to run something.
if it's a $50 game, a $30 game, whatever, like it's what do games for Switch go anyways? Don't they all go 50 and up?
60, yeah.
60. Like there's not a game
What's
under that
that-
unless it's
what's that
used, right? Or
stupid-
old.
What's that stupid Nintendo game where like you're milking a cow?
Nintendo
And
Switch.
1-2 Switch. 1-2 Switch.
Yeah, 1-2 Switch.
how much does that cost?
When it came out?
Yeah.
It was
$60?
$60.
Okay, so that's a bunch of mini games that do nothing. This is a bunch of mini games that does something.
Yeah, but my point is still carries across that.
You know
I'm
what's
sorry.
funny?
Maybe I think
Hold
that
on.
price
You know,
is too high
I'm
too.
finding that what
Okay.
Robert is doing is the same thing that Claw is doing here. And I guess this is why, for me, it's so easy to go the other direction. They're still looking at Nintendo. We just care about Nintendo for games. Whereas to me, I hardly use this thing for games. Because, I mean, I play it occasionally. Like I said, I did it on the airplane, I would do that. I think that to me, this makes this Switch so much more valuable. It is so much more. I can't imagine how many this is going to move.
Yeah.
That parents that don't let their kids play video games will now buy this, and this is all they're going to have for it.
Yeah. And I get your point. It's just cardboard. How can you charge as much? I think you can, because I see there's not a game that comes out that's under $60 as a game. The 1-2 Switch, a $60 game. If you think that's overpriced,
Then
I
don't
could
buy
agree
it.
with you. I could agree with you on that. Maybe the game is overpriced, but I don't think they're charging you a bunch for cardboard. I don't.
Claw is very wrong. He says no one will buy a Switch for this. We'll see.
You are out of your
I-
mind, Claw.
I disagree with that. I think that people will buy it for this.
Yeah,
I
this-
think this is going to sell more Switches than Mario
This,
or Zelda.
This,
No.
no. This,
No, not that
to
much.
me, if it hits right,
Mhm.
which is why I think they're doing it in March. If this hits right,
Summer
this could-
vacation.
this could. I'm still thinking towards Christmas. This could change my predictions of where I think the Switch is going to end up
Dang.
in total numbers. I swear, because this, as a parent looking at this,
Mhm, That's
and
where
when
I'm looking
these
at that lens.
commercials start hitting on TV, the only people who know about this right now are gamers.
No.
'Cause we're the only ones who pay
I'm
attention.
telling you, my Facebook feed blew up with parents, non-gamers, don't even care
How did
about
they
gaming
hear about it?
because it just came across their newsfeed, and all they're saying is jaw drops. Wow, I will be getting
See
this
what
for
I'm
my son.
saying?
Like this is infecting.
This is gonna move
parents.
Yeah, this is gonna move systems. Like, I mean, it's
Somebody's getting a big bump in pay at Nintendo.
Yes. And it better be the hobo that they stole this idea
Seriously.
from. You better
you
be
know,
tired.
It's so out of the realm, and I think that's. By the way, that's exciting too.
Yeah.
Is how out of the ordinary it really is.
All right. I think we've
Exhausted.
exhausted this. I mean, I could probably talk about it for another 2 hours, so could I'm sure all of us. But in the interest of actually keeping fans, we'll move on.
I could double your sales.
I think
One
it's
word.
Time for
Cardboard. That being said,
I sleep on it. You use it for games. Get it?
after our nitty gritty, we always go into the chat lobby asks, or Claw for short. Shut up, Zonner. I know what you're gonna say.
No,
Oh yeah, it's Claw's Corner.
I
Shut
just. I just
Shut up.
off
Shut up.
screen.
Uh huh.
When this is over,
Uh huh.
we're gonna talk about Labo. One last.
Okay, off screen. Off screen. Oh, when the camera's up on. Anyways,
I didn't get to give my
Claw.
opinions on Labo.
Too
we,
late.
we had enough for everybody. Sorry. The Claw
Hate you.
is chat lobby ask. This is where we, as Casual Misfits Gaming, turn our show over to you, the viewers. You can, or the listeners,
It's
or
affectionately
watchers.
known as Claw's Corner.
No. In the future, if you're listening or watching and you want to get into the Claw section, send us a question via DMs on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, or comment on the video on YouTube. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Casual Misfits Gaming. Our Twitter is different. It is CMG_Gamecast.
there, right?
There's the
Or other
different
way.
directions. They're that way. Anyways, this is
Get
where
into it.
you can ask us anything about anything you saw come out in the gaming world that we didn't touch on, because there's so much that we can't grab everything. But if you're interested, like, hey, you guys didn't talk about this, and we're like, oh, you're right, we didn't think it was super important compared to the rest that we brought up, but let's talk about it. We'll give you our opinion. You can ask us about CMG in general. But
Ate's favorite color. Doesn't
Ate's
matter.
favorite color,
Blue.
green. Dang it!
You're
It used to be
ruining it,
green.
man. It's supposed to be a chat lobby ass subject, and you just gave the answer out. Like
I have a
nothing.
question.
Yes,
Yes.
Finished The Last of Us yet, Robert?
I hate you.
Yes. That's also a running joke. We're
We're
waiting
so
for
close,
Robert to
almost
finish
got
The
done
Last
with
of
the
Us.
whole podcast.
So we will just keep it up for another 30 seconds to a minute.
Yep.
And if you guys have a question or you guys want us to talk about something, let us know. Last week, this went on for another half hour longer than we expected to in the claw. And sometimes it literally lasts 30 seconds while I'm explaining it to you guys, and nobody says a dang thing. And then we're okay because we can just get out
We're
of
just gonna mumble about what this
Yeah.
is while you
Yeah.
guys think about what to
I've
say.
got one last question.
One last question. Go for it.
Is
Technically.
Ate gonna take more pictures and send them to fans with signatures?
Hey, let's not be doing all that. Hey, so did you guys like physically send that out or?
We
Good.
DM'd, yeah, we actually, and we posted and then we sent it to him in a DM.
All right.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Nice. That's what that was.
Ati has always been blue. Okay, whatever.
Why you always say that? Okay.
I don't know. I
So
just-
that's from your mom, so it must be
I know.
true.
I don't know.
Ate's always
Anyways,
been a
it
sad
doesn't
one.
look like.
He's always been a blue
It's just
child.
not a good day. Boo.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Is Ate now Eeyore?
Yep,
That's
you
what
just
we were
turned into
doing.
Eeyore.
You catch on quick, don't you?
We can say that now. Whenever Ate is sad, be like, dude, why you got a nail in your butt?
Speaking of Pooh's
You got a
Corner,
nail in
it's
it.
one of my favorite Kenny Loggins song.
Huh?
You guys know the song.
What?
It's a
Let's go.
Great song.
Go. I know
Oh,
you
it's a
want to
great
do it.
song. Oh, I'm not singing that.
Oh, I thought
That's-
you were
that
gonna.
was-
I was
you
brought
waiting
it up,
for
but
you
you're
to
not
go
gonna
into
sing
it.
it.
Yeah, no, Kenny Loggins.
All right, doesn't look there's. Wait, hold on.
Wait. Oh.
Also, Gears of War 4 and Xbox One X at 4K HDR is amazing. That's what I've heard.
It is.
Yes,
Yes,
it is. It
Yep.
made my eyes bleed.
Hey, we got a heart from Jigsaw.
To be
Thanks,
honest
Jigsaw.
with you,
Thanks,
that
Jigsaw.
was just.
It wasn't a question,
It was-
Claw.
That was a statement, not a. That was Chat Lobby States,
But
not Chat
I
Lobby
mean, I think
ass.
we've talked about that before. Like when I first started playing it, when they did the update with that, it's amazing.
Correct.
It is
Correct.
so
and
weird.
Zonners endorsed that
Oh,
heavily.
on PC, you
Yes.
can adjust the resolution scale to push it past that if you want to, too.
That's amazing.
So I don't know why you'd want to, but you can.
All right.
Just transverse into another dimension.
I don't think
Oh
we
my
have
God,
anything
it's so
else to talk
real.
about.
I
Nobody
went
else is
plaid.
bringing up questions. I'm going to give you 15 more seconds after now.
Why does Chris suck? Says Claw.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, let's
well,
get into that.
There's many different
All right.
variables, but if we
30
were
minutes
really
later.
to put it into, we really want to quantify it.
Why?
It just is.
It just.
Why does Chris suck? And
There's
philosophers have been debating this
Why
for
is
decades.
the sky
there's-
blue?
there's-
Why
there's-
does the ocean rise and lower?
Yeah.
there's universal constants like the speed of light, like
42.
yeah, how much is a gram? It's 1 cubic
What's
centimeter
the
of water.
answer of life?
42.
that's
Yeah,
what you just said.
42.
And then there's Chris sucks.
Chris
Chris
sucks.
sucks.
And I don't know that it's necessarily tied to just this Chris. It might just be Chris's in general. But we know for just this Chris, it is a universal constant. It is a. I believe Einstein
I'm not
talked.
getting in on this, right?
If he-
Chris? All right,
if he
so
were-
I'm sure you realize that.
So when you shoot up CMG Studios,
If
no,
If
Keep
he
me
were,
out of those
if he were to
sites,
not
please.
suck,
Thanks.
the entire universe
I'll
would
give
fall
you a
apart.
call.
would go into disarray.
Yeah, it
the,
would-
Oh, man.
the Earth's gravitational pull would just, or the poles would shift.
Yeah.
And we would spin into abyss and crash into our own sun, which nobody wants.
If I woke up and I felt like I was living in a post-apocalyptic time, I would call Chris and be like, Chris, when you get so cool, because obviously something is wrong.
He would call hell and see if it had indeed frozen over as he watched the pig fly over his head.
I was gonna go there. I'd be like, and I'd look over and see my pig hovering off the ground.
Oh my gosh!
Elasno
How
asks,
did we just turn one horrible question into like that long? Sorry, Chris. We love you. We obviously love Chris. He's our mod, and
Yeah.
he will never.
Robert's mom really loves me too.
Whoa!
What the
Whoa!
Dang.
This is
that
a
this show has
family
went on a little long.
podcast.
It's
All
about
right.
time to wrap it up.
Chris
Wow.
shot back. That's awesome. Last time I did get your
better go
article
outside and make
about
sure
the
the skies
robotic
aren't on
animal
fire.
to help cancer kids,
Pretty
and
cool.
it was pretty cool, but I couldn't fit it into the show anywhere.
all right.
But yeah, I think that is the end of it.
All right.
After we've thoroughly thrashed Chris. Sorry,
All right.
Chris.
All right. All right.
But it was for the entertainment. We did it for the followers.
Okay.
You don't have your
know
mic
what?
on,
I'm
so
gonna
they didn't
mute
hear
you,
that.
Chris. I'm gonna mute you.
All right,
Anyways, this has been the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast, episode number 39. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on iTunes and SoundCloud at Casual Misfits Gaming. You can also follow us on Twitter, where we're most active, I believe, in little tweets, at CMG_Gamecast. I am Matt Rojas, a.k.a. the Dread Pirate. With me, we had...
I'm Ate Rojas, also known as.
No jeans.
You have to wait till he says no jeans.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care anymore.
Anyways, and next to him,
Jason's on this honor.
Zoner. And on the production side, hating on kids' dreams of cardboard and mechanics, we had...
That's not what happened. But all right. That's
exactly what
Rob Dog, wait till you hear my idea what we're going to have you
Okay,
build
don't
with
worry.
the
Okay,
plastic.
don't worry.
Okay, we had...
Rob. I can't say it now. Robert Link, aka Rob Dog, 1991.
Rob Dog, 1991.
Aw, yeah.
And
Rob Dog.
All right. I'm glad we all got
right, let's
that
go,
in.
let's
that's
go.
it.
Okay.
This has been the
See you
Casual
later,
Misfits
Chris.
Gaming Podcast, episode number 39. We'll see you next
And
week.
make sure you mute these mics, because when I tell you guys
Yeah.
what I'm about
Okay.
to tell you.
Don't worry. I
Bye.
got you.
See you later. Mute the mics.